Hello! Welcome back to the TCG Card Shop Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatever the fuck I'm calling this thing. I am joined today by our lovely Mr. Modern Berserker.
What's up, guys?
We are going to be opening up the shop. I've actually been really excited to go back and play more of this, but I've been like, no, wait until you have another person. Wait until you have another person. So, yeah,
that would be me.
Yes. You got here before anyone else, because I've got like Artie tomorrow. I've got, where the fuck is my employee? Get to work. I've got Kaz, I think, on Wednesday. I'm hoping my friend Sylvie on Thursday. It's gonna be so good. I'm really enjoying this.
Right, you say all that. I'm sorry to say, I'm distracted by that guy with the bright ass blue hair. What?
Wait. Oh yeah, look at that. Bam! What? Bro came styling into my store today. What box is this?
Hey guys, let's play who's the main character in this game.
Well, his hair's not spiky enough. Like, it's definitely the right color, but it's not spiky enough.
Oh yeah, it's true. It has to be Yu-Gi-Oh levels.
Even if it wasn't Yu-Gi-Oh levels, it's just gotta be like a little more. If you can't put someone's eye out with it, is it really protagonist hair?
Yeah. Let me see if I can actually alert my channel or like my side that like, hey, I'm up.
Do it up. I think that's not full. Give me that box. Oh. One more. Oh. So I don't like when I ask you to do this, like I didn't actually know if you had like any prior history or experience with like Yu-Gi-Oh or playing cards or anything like that, but
No.
You weren't a TCG kid growing up?
Not really, honestly. I've never really played any TCG games or TCGs, and my exposure was, of course, it was from elementary school, and everyone was more so they're either talking about this Yu-Gi-Oh, which I think they were just going on the show, and rather not just the game itself. And the other TCG would be Magic the Gathering.
Oh yeah, no, Magic's like the prom king, and everyone else is just kind of there. Yeah, in my opinion. I think it is the money game.
Right, yeah. I think my brother tried to get me into Magic at some point, but I think at that point it was a little bit hard for me to understand how the cards work, how they synergize with each other, and at that point, I was like, I'm just gonna stick with my video games. That's it.
So I'm gonna be real with you now. I am like getting close to fucking 40. I still don't know how to play fucking Magic. People have tried to. I've had experts try to teach me, and it just does not register. Like nothing about it makes sense to me.
What about for Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yu-Gi-Oh, I was an avid tournament kid. I played a lot in tournaments until the game. I'm sure you're familiar with the term power creep, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, all of the card games are just some of the biggest progenitors of it. And there were certain formats where they brought in like new ways of playing, and it killed the game. It killed it for me. Plus, as depression got worse and as I got older and had to work, it was kind of harder to justify spending money on little shiny things of cardboard.
I guess that's true.
Like, it's kind of hard to even be a gamer in fucking 2025 with how hard it is to get behind, like, certain people doing physical releases for things.
I guess in my case, I still try to go and get physical copies of games whenever I can.
Well, I'm talking more about how it's becoming harder to do exactly that. Not like you shouldn't do it. It's a lot of places are making physical copies either way more expensive or they're making them just like not accessible. Like I've bought a lot of stuff over the years from what's the company called? Limited Run Games. Yeah. And when personally, I've never had a bad experience with them. Yeah, their stuff takes a while sometimes, but that's about it. But from whenever I read about them, it's always like this super overtly negative stuff. So I'm wondering, like, is there just some more bullshit behind the scenes that I'm not hearing about? Like, have you had any, have you ever bought stuff from them?
I think for that one, I'm not too sure if it's just people like having a hard time to understand that like you don't have to get every single game that's out there. You can just like figure out what is worth like spending money on, and than actually, using it or, actually buying a physical copy for it.
That was one of the hardest lessons I ever had to teach myself, but I fully agree. Like when LRG, I had to think of what the abbreviation was, when they brought out a physical copy of my favorite game, Strife, which was an old PC game, I was like, well, that has to be one. Like, it doesn't matter. That has to be one of the ones I get because it's that game. But like, they'll bring out other stuff. It's like, oh, that looks really cool, but I don't need it. I want it, but I don't need it.
It's also similar to another thing I did see too for a game that I like to play, and there is a collector's edition to it, and let me see if I can start a little bit. So, not too sure if you've looked into horror games as much, but
I love me some good horror games. So yeah, fire away, man.
So you probably heard about Hellraiser being a game.
Are you talking about like that weird NES one that like people aren't sure if it's real or not, or am I thinking of something else?
No, I'm talking about the movie Hellraiser.
Right. But there was like, there was a video I saw a while back. It was by CV11. I love that guy. Great first-person videos. But he played a Hellraiser game, but like it honestly looked fake as shit. So I don't know if it was a real game or something he made up. And I'm wondering if like, is that what you're like alluding to? Was that real?
No, I think for that one I had to kind of look at like what you're talking about. But no, it's a fully new 3D survival horror game. Looks a little similar to either what is that big popular like? What's like a big popular horror game?
Are you thinking like Dead by Daylight?
Just, like it became famous for.
Are you thinking about Dead by Daylight?
No, Amnesia. It looks similar to it looks similar to Amnesia or Scorn, where you very much are exploring and surviving a very twisted world. And
yeah, the world of Hellraiser would play itself well to it, like in Amnesia gameplay where you're not supposed to interact with the things killing you. Because like, as far as I know, I'm squeamish when it comes to horror movies because my brain can't make the distinction between like CG and not when I'm looking at it with people, but in games it's no problem. So I haven't watched the Hellraiser movies myself besides clips because I've been told they are very graphic. But aren't the Cenobites in them basically aren't they basically like not killable in any sense of the word?
Not particularly. I actually no, they can be killable. You have to figure out like what makes them killable though. And I think part of it is that like, oh yeah, you have to have like one of the Cenobites actually kill one of their own or reveal their past or something.
Yeah, and then there's the thing with the box, like the puzzle box or something like that, right?
Yeah, I was getting to that point. So there is a collector's edition for a new Hellraiser game that's going to come out. It has the box, which is the limited configuration, and my thought was that okay, that's cool. But I already have one with me, and I got it like for $20 in a haunted house.
Wait, you have one? I've seen those like on like Wish and stuff before, and all I think of is like, I love having those physical items, but of course, that's the one that like would you want to have it? Like, what if you got like, I don't know if you're a drinker, for example, but like, what if you got drunk or stoned or something, and were staring at it, and then you started to fuck with it, and shit started happening? Like, what would you do?
I don't know. I honestly wouldn't know. I had to be really high in order to experience something.
Well, that's when you have to like make sure that nobody you know knows that you have that, so they can come mess with you while you're getting drunk or stoned or whatever. Because that would be like the first thing that I would think to do if one of my friends was fucking with like a puzzle box. Like, I'm assuming you've probably seen Cabin in the Woods at some point, right?
I have.
Yeah, so like, you know, like the whole thing where they were fucking with the puzzle box and then nothing happens because they don't finish that one first. They do like the other thing. And even like me with my lack of knowledge was sitting there going, oh, come on. You know what you wanted to happen. I know what you wanted to have happen. Let's go.
Ooh, yes, sadomasochism. Let's go.
So my old boss, back when I was working, did tell me he was doing a marathon of the Hellraiser movies at one point, and he would come into work every day and he would just look more and more depressed because he would have watched another one. And I guess the rationality he gave me was they just keep getting worse. How do they keep getting worse? Because I guess he loved the first one, but they were all downhill after that.
Yeah, so if you want my preference, I've seen the first 3.
Yeah. Fire away.
And I think... Huh?
Oh, I was like, fire, like, please, like, tell me your thoughts on that theory. Do they get worse, or...
Yeah, they kind of do. I think at the 3rd movie, you can see how it gets worse, because I think... You know how, like, you know, for Cenobites, they tend to have, like, these, like, really, like, disgusting... I won't say disgusting looking, but, like, twisted looking, like, images or...
Yeah, they got, like, well, they're called Pinhead for, like, a reason.
They're called Cenobites. The big, like, the main one, Pinhead, that's, like, that's the big one.
Oh, that's legitimately, like, one of the canon names. That's interesting. I didn't know that part.
I mean, there's another one there's 2. One of them is called, what was it, Blubberface, and the other one is just Chatter.
I'm sorry, did you say chatter or shatter?
Chatter.
Chatter. Interesting.
Yeah, but like in the 3rd one, there is like this pseudo one where some person has like a CD like boombox just fused in his body, and he's just shooting CDs from his mouth.
Why does that sound like that one Transformer, the one that's a cassette player? Why am I spacing on his name? That's what that reminds me of.
Yeah, it went down that road. I was like, okay.
I see.
I think like the one thing that happened was that like, oh yeah, Cenobites go into space. Yeah, because why not?
Well, so this was a thing, and if you're a big horror guy, you probably know this just from your own experience with it. But there was a big fascination in like the 80s of just like, oh, are you making a horror movie sequel? Put their asses in space. Like Leprechaun went to space. And Back to the Hood.
Like Michael Myers went to space.
Jason went to space.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Jason X was the one that was in space, which at least happened in space. Like Jason Takes Manhattan has about 8 minutes where it's actually in Manhattan. The rest of that movie's on a boat, not in Manhattan.
Yeah, I remember that one, and there was like a
so
scene that cracked me up from that one, and I was like, okay, like. I think it was the part where one of the daughters or one of the main characters gets a flashback of like why she's scared of the lake, and it was pretty much her as a as a little kid and her father, where he wants to give her swimming lessons. Like, hey, I'm gonna teach you how to swim. Okay, how do we do that? Just grabs her, throws her into the lake. Like, good luck.
That's a real thing that parents do, and I don't get it because that did the opposite to me. That gave me hydrophobia.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't learn to swim, I learned how to fucking not swim.
Oh, great, I hate water because of that. Thanks, parents.
Well, it wasn't just the one. It happened like 3 times, and after the 3rd time of me almost drowning, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna just stop tempting fate.
Okay, so that was the one thing that you almost drowned. Like, what were the second times that you almost drowned?
No, all 3 times was people trying that method. Like, at one point, do you remember when, like, I think it was up to junior high where gym is basically mandatory, right?
Yeah.
At one point in most of my schools, there was always a part where you had to go swimming. And I didn't want to do that after the first time of almost drowning. So I came in with a freaking note from my mom that was just like, he doesn't have to do this. The guy, the teacher looked at it, ripped the note in half and went, that's fake, get in the pool, and then just fucking chucked me into the pool. And I was like, this is not okay.
Can you at least, like, have me ease into the pool? No, get in now.
Yo, you're going fucking headfirst into the deep end. You'll learn the same way we all learned. It's like, you know, you can traumatize people that way too, you know, but back in those days, trauma wasn't a real thing. Oh, I should probably close my fucking store. I come from the generation where autism wasn't real. It was, you were just weird, and stop doing that.
Really, because at that point I was told that, oh yeah, it's just a disease.
Yeah, weirdly enough, I never got the disease talk. It was just, they would give me 500 names that weren't the actual name.
Yeah, I know.
I will say, for as bad as the world can get sometimes, I can at least say we're making advancements there.
At least.
Fucking, I keep mashing all the wrong buttons.
Closing time, guys.
Right? Well, my cashier's not exactly very fast. She's kind of zoned out.
That's fair.
You ever work a job where you're just checked out? Well, he's not gonna leave because he's waiting for someone else to come play, and the store is closed. So I'm just gonna leave him over here overnight. He'll be fine.
Watch, he's still gonna be there the next morning.
I would love that. I like, two things I've been anxiously wanting from this game are more events like that where it's dynamic, but more than that, I want crime. Like, your shit just gets dropped off on the curb. If you don't get out here fast enough, I want someone to have the ability to fucking lift your shit and run away.
That's when I was like kind of looking into like this game a little bit earlier. That yeah, you have all these boxes like of open open packages of, you know, booster cards or booster sets out in the open for someone to grab, and I guess everyone's considered enough not to grab them,
right? I'm wanting it to happen so bad, and I think the thing that really gets to me is there's other, like, you know how there's like 500 simulator games out now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
From some of them, I think it's Gas Station Simulator, I could be wrong on this, they have actually got stuff like that in, like you can be robbed in Gas Station Simulator. So I know it's doable, it's just a matter of when. All right, dude, just don't steal anything, I'm going home.
Finally, he's out. Time to grab the good shit.
Time to fap in the store. He keeps putting up all the lewd posters. Oh, it snowed.
Is he there?
No, sadly not. Hey, Serenity. How you feeling?
Hey.
So, why don't you give us a bit of an insight on stuff that you've got coming down the pipeline, stuff that you're working on?
So, pretty much what I've been doing recently, well, before I leave on my trip, is that I actually am making a video for Rebellion Saga.
How do you like that so far? I did catch a bit of your first stream, and I heard that, I believe Xander told me before he started streaming last night, he was trying to get you to axe a couple of characters by misleading you.
He was trying to do that, and he was trying to get me to kill Yvonne, or Yvonne.
Yeah, the precious little bean that we should definitely protect and not murder.
Yeah, I think part of it was that he's saying like, oh, you get an upgrade for that. I think I know what it is. You pretty much you commit an atrocity, and apparently your lance gets stronger. I think my lance is already at the point of just being really good.
You only really need like 2 or 3 of those, and one of them is very easy to proc yourself with no downside in chapter. I'm trying to think if you got to that chapter or not, so I don't want to say, because you killed. Okay, no, so I don't want to say what it is yet, but it is pretty obvious when you see it. I was in your chat long enough to see you murder Bert, so.
Right, yeah. What was it? So yeah, that happened. And I think for the most part, like the video that I'm making is just like a very quick summary of like things that have popped up on the first stream.
Any highlight moments that you remember fondly?
It was the one with Fred. And instead of flirting with him, I insulted him, and he just chased after me.
How did you deal with him?
I had Ragnar take care of him.
Ooh. So that chapter has like a lot, underline a lot of secret shit going on in it. So I'm not sure if your chat would have like led you to all of it or if you found all of it, but like it's like FE4 levels of like obscure shit going on in that chapter, I've noticed.
Yeah,
I need blue dice.
Yeah, a good amount of people did, tell me like, okay, you should probably do this and then do that. And if you go to like this part with this character, then you'll also like get this thing or that thing and so on and so forth.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on in there. And it's kind of a mixed bag because on the one hand, you're like, I just want to find it myself. But on the other hand, you're like, I never would have found this myself.
Fair point. I'm willing to at least let people kind of like backseat game and for me in that one.
Absolutely. I find my draw is like, if there is literally no way I ever would have found this, like again, like an FE4 style secret, you can let me know as I'm basically about to finish the level or something, something that like don't tell me at the start of it unless it's something that I've specifically asked for. I'm still that. Yeah, that's a bitch story stock.
Then again, people literally just tell me like, do this, do that, you'll get something cool, and I would have to kind of decipher like, okay, which one's being truth or which one is just being Xander.
Yeah, you have a really, really, really mixed bag of chatters where it seems like some of them just want to actually help, but the majority of them really just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah.
So it's hard because I remember the Tomb of Horrors incident where you were just like getting fed so much misinformation, and it's really just discouraging when you're just like, I just want to, like, you know, I want to provide entertainment for you guys, but I get rage. It's funny, haha. But if it's to the point where I'm legitimately not enjoying myself anymore, how can I make this fun for you?
Yeah, that's the thing, and part of it, like, and I'll probably repeat myself a couple times here, or at least like in the future, because people would ask me like, why'd you get any of that at that moment? It's mainly because, one, people were hyping a Tomb of Horrors being like the scariest level within Onderon, so I thought, okay, maybe I should probably just keep that in mind.
It can be like scary, I guess, is subjective, but like
we're not talking about Octopath. That was a really good game, though.
That one that's how you get me to rage. Because I am not. Me and Artie we'll probably go back and forth on this tomorrow, because that's when he's joining me. And we've been saying we're going to debate Octopath for some time now, because he's an avid fan of it. And I can point to a bunch of things I love about it, and then I will just crap all over the writing, because the writing is atrocious to me. But in terms of,
like, decent enough, like if you just want like very, very simple stories for like all the characters, you got them. That's about it.
Yep. The problem I always have with it, like, people are like, well, Primrose got a really good story. It's like, yes, she does, but she's also got the most cliched story, and that's why it works, because it's been done before. We've seen it. That's how we know it's good. But there's nothing new there. Like the thief guy. I started with the thief guy, and his story was just fucking terrible.
I forgot what his name was, but
I think Therion, I believe.
Maybe, I don't know. I think you already know about this, how like the characters, like their first initial, it would just spell out Octopath or something like that. So
actually, I didn't, but that is kind of funny. I never knew that, but I kind of love that. So yeah, I mean, thank you for sharing that.
It's like, oh, I guess it's a neat thing.
Yeah, that actually is kind of cool. I love, like, some people will think stuff like that is stupid.
Into the world,
right? Some people hate silly things like that. I'm just like, just have fun. Like, let people have fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to go back to the Anderon thing though.
So, okay, reason why, you know, that part pissed me off. One. A lot of people were hyping up Tomb of Horrors as like the scariest shit ever. They just said, beware of Tomb of Horrors, beware of Tomb of Horrors. Like, oh, like it's gonna be so fun watching you suffer through Tomb of Horrors. Like, okay, maybe I should probably just prepare myself for the worst then. And at that point, or at least like the level beforehand, everyone kept on trolling me and telling me like a bunch of like random shit. I did not believe them. And it's like, okay, yeah, they're just trolling me. That's just how it is. But then when it got to the Tomb of Horrors, they lost control, and they actually did say something that did scare me. And I thought, oh wait, is this actually going to happen? And
what did they tell you?
Like, they lied around saying that, like, oh, if you save state at this point or in this chapter, your game crashes and you lose all data. It's like, what? I don't know if that's supposed to work that way, but I've also heard some people like find glitches in this game.
Huh. So that's one of those things where I actually, like, as frustrating as that must have been, I actually kind of wish I didn't know enough about like basic programming and like the little bit of FE Builder I know to not know if that was true or not, because I feel like that actually would have been an effective scare tactic. So I can understand why it legitimately did freak you out, because you're probably sitting there going like, that's impossible, but it's not.
It was a ROM hack, and you know, like for that particular one, or at least for like the, you know, yeah, for that one, it's flopped with a bunch of glitches, and I thought, oh, okay, if that's gonna be the case, is that actually gonna happen, and is my game gonna actually soft lock or crash and I lose everything? And I think that's what really got me very frustrated.
Yeah, it's so one of those things that's very similar to for me when people start like, if like I'm saying like, oh, how's the audio quality? Because for me, audio fidelity is a really big deal, because I want my stuff to actually be like, you know, watchable. And then I start getting like mixed answers. Like, that drives me crazy, because it's like, I'm not asking something to be a joke. I'm not trying to make a funny haha. I don't think this is serious. And after that, we can go back to joking around. But right now, I need an actual answer. And then sometimes I get it, and sometimes I don't. Usually people have kind of caught on, like, there are certain things you don't joke about when it comes to that, if you want your streamer to still fucking stream for you.
Right, yeah. Not too sure if you actually tend to do this, but I'm always doing this before, you know, every stream is that I would do a sound check to see if, you know, my mic is good, the stream sounds good, and, you know, so on and so forth.
So what I did last time when I did this with Sam for the first one of these is I kind of like wrote down where all my sound settings needed to be across the platforms, like what my co-star's voice needed to be at for Discord, what the game volume needed to be at, which thankfully I haven't played this since then, so my volume was literally just the same, and what I needed to have on Discord for the same level. So I just kept note of all of that. Like, unless you came on here and were just like whispering everything should be sounding smoothly. Plus, Geo and Serenity would have let me know by now because they're good. They're good beans. What?
What was that?
What?
Why is that person with pink hair?
Why is that person with bean hair? Oh, pink hair. Gotcha. Oh, I should also point out, when you were trying to say Tomb of Horrors, but you're saying it fast, it legitimately a few times sounded like Tomb of Homers, and now I want to see that. I want to see that hack.
Tomb of Horrors. Damn it, I cannot do a good Homer impression.
I can't either. Like, that's one of those voices that's just like, it's iconic because I can't repeat it. Like, I can kind of do a Peter Griffin, but
hamburger, like that type of like line, but it's like super easy to do.
Homer is Homer is a really hard voice to do. Like, I can kind of do the Peter Griffin laugh, or like, but that's about it. That's my limit right there.
Yeah.
I've settled on just doing like Joe Swanson's voice whenever I have a big tough character to do. That's all I got.
I mean the Peter guy.
Hey, Peter. Let me borrow your egg, Peter. Audio issues bother me.
I think whenever I try to do like a Hector impression, it always just turns into Joe Swanson.
It's hard not to, because he's just like the big jacked dude.
Yeah.
Hell, I'm pretty sure that's the voice I gave him when I was doing my fucking FE7 Iron Man before. It's just the obvious pick for like a recognizable but still effective voice.
Right. Right. Audio is just bothering me. I honestly struggle when we play Repo because I can only assume my ping causes you guys to constantly cut out.
It's actually not as bad as that, Serenity. It's more just I have a harder time with BG3 because for some reason your microphone is like extra sensitive only during BG3. With Repo, you're pretty I almost said legible, but whatever the legible variation of listening would be.
Audible.
Yeah. I say that and then people think I'm talking about the fucking company.
Yeah, I know.
You guys cut out all the time for me. That must be the ping thing, because the servers for fucking Repo are insane sometimes. Also, hello, dear.
I actually tried out Repo on my own a little bit, and I got my ass kicked.
So, have you also played Lethal Company? I can't recall.
I did play Lethal Company with Xander. Okay,
so what did you personally think about the two games? Did you have a preference from one over the other?
So I guess the short of it, I think I like Repo a lot more.
I agree. I agree.
I get that they're generally the same thing. It's just there are more stakes when it comes down to Repo where, you know, monsters can still find you very easily, or like they can actually just track your sound and go after you. There is that, and there's also like the risk of it where the items that you end up grabbing, they can get damaged and they can break, and you can lose some money.
Yeah, the most times I pick something up and I immediately ding it off of something. Like, and if it's those fucking green items that have like the radiation in them, they're basically a hazard.
Oh, okay. So if that's gonna be the case, I would assume that if you grab a hazardous, sorry, that thing got an exclamation point.
It was a full art card that I didn't have, so yay. Oh, my staff just left. I saw the leopard print leave. I kind of have a preference to Repo more because, like, in Lethal Company, I've always found that if a monster sees you, you're basically dead. Mm-hmm. And there's very little fight back. But in Repo, I've been caught by most of them, been able to fucking panic, run out of the room, and live to see another day.
Or just, hide and just I swear to God, what is with that guy?
I don't know, man. His hair was everywhere.
Marth, is that you?
Marth's falling on fucking hard times. Can't even afford a comb anymore. Ooh, another full art. I should send some more cards to get graded soon. I should also buy the fucking storage
He was not
room.
able to survive. Actually, no. Like after his times in Arcanea, he fell off. He just went to like another town. Just
Whoa.
what the hell?
That is a ghost rare. I mean, that's a really like cheap ghost rare, but fucking obelisk ghost rare. Let's go.
That's a super rare if I'm getting that correctly, right?
So ghost rares are like the I think they're the highest grade in this, which is great. But for the non-Yu-Gi-Oh fans out there, that's like one of the 3 god cards that the show talks about nonstop. Kata died in this timeline. That's why Marth looks like that. Thank you, Geo.
He spends the rest of his days just playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Gotta do something when Chris takes over as the main lord, right? I really am gonna have to explore New Mystery at some point. I've never played New Mystery, so I only have heard the tales that Chris is apparently more broken than fucking Robin is. Hey, Doomworld.
There's that, but I think like the other thing too is like the constant avatar worship in New Mystery.
He's... Oh, go home. Go home. Go home.
I'm waiting for my challenger.
I have to wait 2 more days to send
You
off
don't
cards for grading.
understand. I'm waiting for a challenger here.
Well, you're waiting a long time, sir. New Mystery is fun, but please try it on normal. Hard is actually hard. Yes, we were talking about Marth. Because there was a man with very scruffy blue hair.
I mean, it could be just like any other lore with blue hair, so that could have been Crom.
Yeah, weird how often that comes up, eh? Like, there's what, 5 off the top of my head that are like fucking Fire Emblem lores that have blue hair?
Marth, Sigurd,
Crom. Seliph would count as a separate lord, even though he's in the same game.
Yeah,
Ike.
that's true. God damn, Ike, what the hell happened to you?
There was still stuff in this box. Oh, there's 1 figurine in that box. I could have given a homeless guy a toy.
There's also Lucina, but I think we're also like focusing on just on like male lords.
Female lords would be fine, but I don't think Lucina counts as a lord in her own game because she's just kind of she can die and the game continues. So I think that would remove lord status, wouldn't it?
A what?
Yeah, I typically lose her on the boat chapter after she joins because I'm terrible.
Okay, I thought that'd be a game over condition, but
You'd think, but no, she just becomes plot. She can just talk to you in between chapters.
she's like the Trunks then. She's definitely like the Trunks then.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. No, I always find that chapter kind of extra difficult because there's a lot of flyers with lances right when you get her, and you're not gonna just switch her off of a sword using class because it's what she starts with.
Oh yeah. I will say that like I have played and been Awakening a number of times, but at the time, you know, Awakening was the one that got me into this series, and yeah, I was playing casual, so yeah, I was a filthy casual at that point.
Oh, whatever. Did you have fun?
Yeah, I did.
Then that's all that matters. Like, I don't get the hate that like fucking easy mode and Phoenix mode get. Like, I'm sorry, is it affecting your gameplay, sir? You, pink-haired sir? If she is using Phoenix mode? No, I didn't fucking think so. Get out of here. Come again. Like, it baffles me that people get that, like, gatekeepy about it.
Scrub, you must play on lunatic mode.
For instance, if, gatekeeping makes no sense to me because we would get more games if there was more fans of them because they would sell better.
Yeah, and I
Yo,
think even until
leopard print, go faster. This fucking store is filling up with dudes.
do we have to do your job?
I could kick her off, but I don't have anything to fucking make her do right now. I should probably pay my rent. There we go. So okay, so you've got your Rebellion Saga video coming down the pipeline. What else you got coming, like cooking in the works? Any future stream plans?
Yeah, so the last couple of weeks I was doing Oblivion, with where my character is Hector.
Right,
but,
that's what inspired my Dark Souls runs, was your playthroughs of like that and Bloodstained. I still cannot believe I didn't know there was a Camilla mod for Bloodstained until you.
I literally found that on Nexus Mod. I just looked up, okay, Fire Emblem, just any game, what's out there. There was one for Bloodstained. I thought, okay, that could probably be a good Halloween thing. I'll set up a poll to see if anyone wants to play that game, wants me to play that game, and yeah, people want me to play that game.
It's a good game, but like now you can play it as Mommy Camilla, and that makes it a better game.
Yeah, I know. I do remember like one person like threw a fit saying that like, why you use Camilla? You ruined the game because you used Camilla. I was like,
you really said that? Go to any of the other streams, dude. Like, people are streaming it right now without that mod. Go there.
I think what it was is that like, it definitely was my first time. And what was it? I mean, it was just like one person. I mean, a couple people joined in. They enjoyed themselves, and I think even then, like, I didn't really take the the story that seriously. But with another Bloodstain coming out, I actually might give that a shot.
I think you should give it another go. Not just for the story. The story is just whatever. Like, it's, if you've played a Castlevania game, you've seen the fucking story of Bloodstain. Like, that's not even mixed words there. But the gameplay is fun enough because there's enough stupid weapons. I took a pair of squeaky shoes to the final boss of that game. I did like 30 damage, but everyone remembers that stream because it was so stupid. You could just have a fun time with that game.
I mean, there's also that summon where there's like that summon ability where you just summon like a slot machine.
Yeah. You can play Shovel Knight. If you steal the Shovel Knight armor off of that guy, you can just play a Shovel Knight.
Or like, I guess in my case, I think I'm not too sure if I got like a special edition or whatever, but I pretty much got Shantae like clothing like pre-installed. Yeah.
There was a special edition because I got that
Shantae.
Too. Blow art.
Okay, yeah. So I guess like that's kind of what I did. I did recently I did Oblivion with Hector. I'm actually gonna take a break from that one after I get back from my trip, because throughout this this month I'm gonna actually just go into Super Metroid and Metroid Fusion.
Are you a big Metroid guy?
Yeah, I grew up with the Metroid games. A little less with Super Metroid, but I did remember playing what was it? Metroid Zero Mission and Metroid Fusion a lot. And same thing a little bit with Metroid Prime 1 and 2.
I really liked Prime. It's the only Metroid game I have any time in, though. I just never finished it.
Yeah, Fusion is very much peak. I know people complain that like, oh, it's too slow, too linear, whatever.
Isn't it the scary one?
That's the scary one. That is the one where you are chased by a doppelganger of Samus, who is scary as fuck, and literally everything in the area that you're in is dead. And
yeah. I remember that cutscene where it walks into a room and looks at the camera, and there's a close-up on a Game Boy Advance. That blew my mind when I saw that. I'm like, I love this.
Yeah, it made Samus actually fucking scary if she were a doppelganger parasite.
Well, I mean, you got to consider just like the ramifications of that just by itself. Like, that's a parasite that inhabited your armor, your weapons, and now it's hunting you. Who knows better than you how good your weapons are?
Yeah, I know. But I wish the Nya from emote wasn't exactly exclusive to bits.
Oh, it's the one with the two cats in it. It's my only bit tier emote right now.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, but yeah, I think like that's like kind of like the idea that I have for September, because pretty much September is my birthday month, and I played Metroid Zero Mission on my birthday at one point, and I thought, you know what, I could probably just do Super Metroid and Metroid Fusion on September.
Are you gonna do like a speedrun variant, or are you just gonna play through it and like gotta go slow and like talk about the things that like meant a lot to you, and like what's kind of your game plan for that?
I'll probably just play like normal pace, and then just like kind of like throw in like some like important like things that like I find important or that meant to me within the game.
That is exactly the kind of fucking stream that I just love to vibe to. Also, hot girl with teal hair just walked in. Anyway, what was I talking about?
Chloe? Is that Chloe with shorter hair?
No. You're talking about like Life is Strange Chloe, right?
No. Chloe from Engage.
Oh God. Maybe then. You know what? She's Chloe in our hearts now.
No. Nothing from not Life is Strange. Please, no.
I don't know why, but that was the first Chloe I could possibly think of.
Why?
I don't know. It's not even a game. It's not even a game I fucking beat.
Engage too.
Well, I mean, I didn't finish Engage. Engage kind of got me with its writing, where I was just like, this is really dumb.
It's dumb.
I've been told it gets better.
I don't care. I love it.
I've been watching Sparky stream it lately, and I'm like, okay, it actually does pick up, and it does have a chapter that I did remember playing that reminded me of my favorite atmospheric chapter in Awakening, which was the Mustafa chapter. Fucking love that chapter. And there's a chapter in Engage that's just like that, and I fucking loved it too. So
I'll cut it short too. I'll say it short too because hold on. September is sounding like another popular month for birthdays. I kind of heard somewhere too that a lot of people tend to be born on September. So there you go.
I'm gonna make a really crass joke here. The universe is trying to balance itself out after that whole incident that happened in September. Hi, I'll be here all week. No, that's a reference. That's calling back to like how June for us was a really big busy month for birthdays as well. Like my birthday, a friend of mine's birthday, so many birthdays in June for us.
Oh,
Mike,
God,
no,
yeah.
Because I'm a terrible person, Gio. When will you learn this?
Well, you say that, but then have you met Xander?
Well, I said terrible, not irredeemable. We did that joke at Nessa's stream. Oh yeah, is she still doing, is she still live with, Fatal Frame? I actually got, I typed into her stream earlier when she was playing Fatal Frame, and she has sound redeems on. So I blared, the Sonic X theme while she was investigating, and it scared the shit out of her. It's like, don't give me these tools if you don't want me to use them.
What was it, like Sonic? Wait, which Sonic?
The gotta go faster. Like, it just blared out of her head, out of her fucking speakers and caught her off guard.
Okay, I gotta be careful with Ghost. There's gotta be something. There's gotta be some around here. It's faster.
Exactly.
Son of a bitch.
Does YouTube streaming allow you to have like anything like that, like sound redeems and things like that?
No, I wish it did.
I'm like literally not sure like what. The only thing I've been told that YouTube has in its favor for like streaming services, I've been told if you have YouTube Premium, then you can like if people subscribe and they have YouTube Premium, you get a portion of that too. So since a lot of people have YouTube Premium to get rid of ads, there's more of an incentive to subscribe to people on YouTube as opposed to Twitch, which is its own separate thing that you're not getting an auxiliary benefit for. Is any of that true?
I think the only thing that happens for just Premium is just you get no ads, and that's it.
I can't remember specifically where it was. I thought it was Mengs who said something about that during like one of his streams where he's like, yeah, YouTube Premium like actually really does help with my ad revenue, and I'm like, oh.
I mean, it's something like that, yeah, but like for the little in-game or like in-stream like noises or like what you did with Sonic or whatever, that does not happen.
Yeah, there's nothing for that. Do you have like, how long have you been streaming for? I'll start with that question, I guess.
Like in general, like for like years, like how many years?
I guess, yeah, in years, or like how long has it been since like you kind of started making like your modern Berserker identity as a streaming platform?
I think about it like a year or two.
And how many emote slots do you have through YouTube? Like how many emotes are you allowed to have?
I haven't really gotten to that point. I think for that one, you have to really, you do have to go through the whole monetization portion of it, which, it's like, okay, yeah, that can be neat. It could be fun where I can just like make custom emotes for that sort of stuff.
Well, yeah, you've got a hell of a hand in art, so I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were already at that point and had emotes, because you always seem to have a very good, consistent number of people in your stream, so I was like, he must clearly already be at that step.
Right, yeah. I mean, I'm able to get into it. It's just I haven't really looked into it that much, or haven't really fully considered into doing that.
Okay.
Because I do not know, like, if you get the whole emotes thing, you have to go through the whole monetization process of it. And
I would assume you have
videos
to
like either get monetized or demonetized. And if you see my videos, they do have some actual songs from bands and musicians in it, or like from movies that are kind of copyright claimed. I mean, and some of them are from Square Enix.
Oh, Square Enix is so bad about copywriting their shit, but I have noticed, at least with my VODs when I move them over to YouTube, like, yeah, some of them will get hit with the copyrights and stuff. But the only factor that plays into is I can't monetize those specific videos.
Yeah,
but it doesn't like mute them. Like Twitch, if you get demonetized on something, it mutes that part of the VOD, like your talk and the stream, everything, which is to me basically unwatchable. I don't know. And sometimes it'll pick really, like, its auto bot is not as good as YouTube's, where at one point a Pokemon video got muted for 15 seconds of a battle theme that was about 4 hours into the stream. I had been fighting before that, but for some reason it took a special offense to that one time it happened. So it made no sense.
It's a bit awkward.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the thing, is that, like, yeah, I know that's there. I just don't know, like, how it's going to affect my videos, but I guess when it happens, it happens. But
no, that's totally fair. I guess I could.
Like,
sorry, go ahead. Finish your thoughts.
I might consider, trying to get some emotes in there if I can. The worst thing that can happen is that, like, I think some portions of my videos could get muted.
I don't think it can for YouTube specifically, just not in my own experience. I think you're safe on that front. It's just, there may be certain parts where you're like, oh, I put a song in here for a good bit, but now I can't monetize the video. And
okay,
if you're doing it more as a hobby, you're not losing too much on that anyway.
Yeah, because that's pretty much what it is for me on the end. It's very much a hobby. I do have a real life job.
Yeah,
and that kind of explains, like, why it takes, like, a long time for me to make videos too.
Also, editing takes a while if you want it to be done well.
Which,
when you do compilations, that takes time. So that's why I've never, like, sat there and been like, dude, why isn't he doing like, no, it takes a long ass time. That's why the only series I ever did my compilations for was for FE6, and then I didn't even do the last one of them because I'm like, I'm just too tired. Fuck it.
I know.
The playthrough is there. They can make their own jokes.
I've watched some streamers who are unaware of their VODs that have been muted by Twitch, and they upload them to YouTube, and it's an entire video. So it's probably one of those things where it's like, yeah, they upload it, nothing particularly happens, I guess.
It's because Twitch does the muting, so you're kind of stuck, which is why when I'm recording my streams, I have a separate record going too. So if Twitch happens to catch something that's like, yeah, we're gonna mute this, I would just like, whatever, I have the raw video file right here. So whatever, I'll put it on YouTube, and then if it gets copyrighted, at least it's still watchable. I made $28 whole of profit that day because I paid all my bills. That's like one card. All right. So okay, well, I guess let's go hypothetical then. If you were going to have emotes, do you know what kind of emotes you would want to make?
I know one of them. It pretty much is a face of Ren, just looking at me angrily, and just has the words "stupid" on it, or "idiot," because I tend to be an idiot on my streams.
I mean, oh, my graded cards are here.
What is that?
It was a full art of Big Burn, I think that was what it was called. Yeah, and it came back as a graded 9 card. Cool. I'll have to send some more shit off to get graded now.
Tiny Angry Hector could be a fixture. Yeah, that's true. Or yeah, I mean, like.
Or the is it a brigand, or is it Gonzalez specifically that you have as that one with him doing like the scream?
Both. Like, you know how the Brigand's crit, it has him just raise his arms up, screech?
Yeah, that's what I was asking, was like, is it, in that animation, did you draw specifically Gonzalez, or did you just draw a Brigand? I didn't get a good look at it.
I pretty much took that frame from the Brigand and just drew Gonzalez over it.
Nice. Okay, so it isn't, yeah, so you could always like make a smaller Gonzalez one too, and that would also work.
Yeah.
People, like, I made a salt emote recently just because Dark Souls was pissing me off, and people were like, you need one of those.
Where are you in Dark Souls 2?
I was starting one of the DLCs today, and then I almost fired my controller through my computer. So I'm working on the Poison DLC, and I was going from Bonfire 2 to Bonfire 3, so I had to run past all the ghosts, Jester Thomas spawning in, and then through the fucking Jurassic Park dinosaur area in waist deep water, and I was literally 2 steps from the bonfire to activate it, and they killed me. And I was like, I have to go back like in hours of progress to get back to that. Fuck this game, I'm taking a break.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, I think the salt emote came about because I was dying on Bed of Chaos a lot and getting really angry, so people were like, you should make one of those. So that's where that emote in chat came from.
Like, so you actually had a hard time with Bed of Chaos?
I kept getting slapped out of the air.
Oh, okay,
like
yeah,
going for the
like,
pits.
Oh yeah, because like I know that like in order to at least like get 4 like Bed of Chaos, you had to get to the you get the 2 sides, and then you go for the center, and yeah, that's where you kept getting slapped the entire time.
Yeah, getting to the sides, not that much of an issue. I even know there's a skip to do it where you can do it with a bow. I couldn't do it, so I ended up having to go for it. But no, it was just the amount of times I'd get all the way back there, go for the run, go for the jump, and get slapped out of the air, and it was just driving me crazy.
No, you're entering my coochie. Stop it.
Yeah. Between that and just for some reason I just could not put Gwyn down. Easiest boss with a shield, I couldn't put him down. It took me like 12 attempts, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, I first tried Manus, and I can't get Gwyn down. What is this? You use the bow to aim, and oh, that's why I was doing it wrong. The bow's for aiming, but then you throw fire bombs. Okay, that's why I wasn't able to do it.
Okay, and then like you said, for Dark Souls 2, you pretty much are in the DLC area.
I could go to the end of the game right now if I wanted to. I've got the King's Ring. Yeah. I've already cleared Aldia's Keep and got I've got like most of the Giant Souls, but I want to show off as much of the content as possible.
I think you're doing Scholar of the First Sin, so
yes. So I've got to do the triple bosses at the end of the game.
Right. Yeah.
Although that said, Nostrantra is insanely easy if you have the Cursed Helmet from the Old Iron King DLC, because you're immune to Curse while wearing it, and that's 90% of her kit. So you can just stand there and be like, do something. Plus, I finished off.
I want everything. I'll curse everything. Oh, wait, I can't curse you.
Yep. And I finished off almost every side quest from the NPCs, so like I've got like 6 people I could take in there if I really needed to.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I think you can. I know I made this comment beforehand, but I think you kind of understand what I mean when I say that whenever I play like Dark Souls 2, that everything feels either dead or dying.
Yes, yeah, and the world itself just doesn't feel as lived in as I'm gonna say DS3. DS1 is also still kind of very pessimistic and nihilistic, but like DS3, it feels like things are on the up and up for some reason. And
yeah, like there's a lot more stuff going on. I think even then, like some characters are actually kind of alive. I don't think they are. I don't know like the hollow effect is in DS3.
It only is if you're doing that side quest for the dark ending, because you have to use Yoel to hollow you out. And yeah, that's really the only NPC that dies as a result of you doing his thing.
Okay, but I think you know what I mean when I say like the hollow effect, where you do see like grunt enemies as hollows, but then I think even then like some NPCs can turn hollow in like a DS1. I don't know if the same thing can apply for DS3.
No, because it's not so much that they're hollowing. You're unembered in that one. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't think it's the same thing.
Yeah, so that concept of hollowing is just kind of gone at that point.
Yeah. You're not wrong. Horus and Henri also. Well, Henri doesn't have to die. Henri dies if you do that quest, but she doesn't have to. Horus dies either way, though. That is correct.
Gonna make a sandwich.
Was that a TF2 reference I just heard? That sounded like a TF2 reference.
Yeah. I mean, nice. whenever I see someone, whenever I see the word sandwich, I just think sandwich.
My brain just goes back to the fucking Meet the Bread episode where it's just like, I've done nothing but bake bread for 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it kills me every time.
I've done nothing but talbot bread for 3 days.
That was it.
Where are you sending it?
Oh god, that fucking like. I wish they kept making those animations. Honestly, those animations were fucking peak.
Yeah, I know. Now I think I do remember like last time when I played TF2, like there's still some people in there.
I still know people who play it, but like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'd rather put my time into that game than like Overwatch, for example. But
I remember trying to get into Overwatch because I thought, okay, this actually looks cool. Story looks cool. Maybe they'll probably progress on the story and build the world from there. They didn't, and
no,
it
they
just
didn't.
got stuck.
Like Overwatch's greatest contribution to the world has just been the development of fucking AI porn. Like that's where it's gonna get remembered in the history books from.
Very much so. I do remember the funny story too. Like I do remember at one point I was trying to get my friends to actually, play Overwatch with me. And I said, "Hey, let's actually play this game. This actually is pretty fun if we work together." Mm-hmm. And I got an answer saying like, "Okay, I'll be there within an hour or two." Hour passes. The friend that I was supposed to play ends up playing original vanilla Elder Scrolls, online instead of Overwatch.
That's where his priorities were. Can you really blame him?
Well, I don't know if we should blame him or I'm just questioning him because I do remember when I tried to play like original OG Elder Scrolls Online, it was hard to get into.
I always got angry with Elder Scrolls Online, mostly just because it never felt like I had the right inventory amount. Like I would always fill it up and then like I'd fill up the banks and then I was just stuck. I had nothing else I could possibly do with it. I'm just gonna put the manga here for right now.
Get your Yu-Gi-Oh manga right here.
Get your manga. It's darker than the show. People fucking die.
I'm joke about the show too because I do remember like the show being just really, really stupid.
Oh, the show gets really dumb sometimes, but like in the fucking, it's the same with the Pokemon manga. If you've ever read that, where it's handled with a much more mature hand. So like you can actually see yourself like taking the story seriously, which I really like.
People die in the show. Yu-Gi-Oh?
No, not in the show. Only in the manga. In the show, they're sent to the Shadow Realm because we had to keep it PG.
Oh no, they're going to.
Oh,
they're going
I see. You're saying the localization. Okay, I can understand that. I mean, have you ever? So I'm assuming you didn't watch the cartoon that much, right? If at all.
I've watched little bits and pieces of it, but I think even then, when I was like, a kid, a teen, like, preteen or whatever, awkward as hell, dumb as hell, I knew like, okay, this is dumb.
So there's this very, very famous clip from the show that's memed on to death because it has every right to be, where these two guys kick in a door and are gonna like capture someone, like one of the plot important characters, to take him away. And in the original version, in the Japanese version, as well as in the manga, they're holding guns to, hold them up. They just edited out the guns in the American release and changed nothing else about the scene. So instead, we have this scene where two guys kick in a door and point at a man dramatically. And in response to this, he jumps out a window and jumps off a cliff, which makes no sense when you were not being threatened in any capacity. It's really fucking stupid.
I remember like watching some videos of like everything wrong with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes. I've watched those too.
Yeah, and it's like they showed that part. Like, okay, yeah, 4 kids just doesn't want to show guns.
Yeah, and again, I do understand that. But if you're going to do those kinds of edits, you absolutely need to edit them properly, so it still makes context with the show. Like if fucking amateur like fan dubbers like Team 4-Star, for instance, can do this shit themselves and make it look realistic and compelling, how are your animation studios fucking this up?
Yeah, I know, but I think it's just one of those things where it's like, we don't want the children to actually repeat the same shit they see on TV.
Well, you know what? It made me want to jump off a cliff more because of that, so they failed at that. I mean, there's also the very famous fucking duel where, to win a children's card game, a man stands on the edge of a castle and says that if the other guy doesn't throw the match, he's going to fall to his death because a hologram blows up.
Oh.
I wish I was making any of that up, but...
I mean, like, I do remember the dialogue for the anime does get very, very cheesy, and especially too, like, I know there's like a movie for it, and like
I
the
think they're
one
up to,
clip
like,
that
3
pops
or
up
4,
where
yeah.
it's with Yugi. He just screams, "This is more than just a duel!" And then even like me and my brother would always like make a joke with it, like, "This is more than just a duel. This is life."
I think that might be a line from Abridged as well, actually. Like, there's nothing more important than a card
I
game.
would not be surprised if the abridged, version did that.
Gio, I understand his motivation, but when you take out just that line of reasoning, it is a grown-ass man throwing his life away over a card game when a hologram blows up. Holograms don't push things. They don't create force.
And even then, this is a card game made for children.
Like, and that logic also dictates that he really thinks that Yugi wouldn't also rescue his brother too. Like, in any show, he hasn't been an asshole. So like, Kaiba, you're dumb. You're fucking dumb.
Yeah, I will say this too. Yeah, I know I made the joke saying that, like,
No,
yeah,
like,
this is a card game not for
you're
kids.
dumb.
I know they have like they're pretty much have artifacts, like ancient artifacts from like Egyptian gods that can send you to hell. I get that.
Or do other things.
still
They
a
change
game.
the effects of a lot. Like, I think one of them's like, we can unlock your soul and see where you, like, whatever, dude. Makes sense.
We will unlock your soul and see your destiny.
Last customer, I think, and then I can go home. Sticky man standing outside.
Taking anime geared towards like teens and trying to make it like rated G and push them on preschoolers.
Yep, that is a real thing. Pokemon did it. Digimon, I think, was pretty good about keeping it in. Like, there was Digimon that were just guns. Like, I think it's, if you look up Deputymon, he is a cowboy revolver that holds 2 other revolvers.
Wait, what was it?
Yeah, I believe his name is Deputymon, and he is just a gun that uses 2 other guns.
Digimon.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they kept him in. They kept the guns in.
Yeah, they didn't change it at all. Like, there's even like this meme that's like, talking about Pokemon. It's like, we can't show guns, and people aren't allowed to know what guns are. And then Digimon is just a picture of him.
Yeah,
And
no,
it's beautiful.
that's like cowboy revolvers. That's like, silly cartoon cowboy revolvers you see in Looney Tunes. But still, like, revolvers still pack a goddamn punch.
Oh yeah, you can fucking dislocate your goddamn wrist with one of those.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if you shoot it and you're not like properly holding it, yeah, it's gonna snap your wrist.
Oh god, JoJo would have been an absolute goldmine if like fucking 4 kids got a hold of the dub for that one. Like, it would have been,
no.
it would have been insane. It would have been terrible, but like terrible in the best way.
Speaking of kids, nope, skipping that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we not word it that way? That sounds tragic.
Like, you know what I'm referencing.
It sounds really familiar. I'm not gonna lie, but I can't place why.
Team 4-Star did their own version, like their own abridged version of Star Wars Crusaders.
Oh, no, I didn't know they did that. That's cool.
I'll send you a link later, but they did their own version of it, and when it came down to, I think it was when they actually got to Cairo, and I actually skipped the episode because I knew I was getting into it, but I think it was like the really weird, I wouldn't say the pervy guy or whatever, but I think it turned Polnareff into a baby or something like that. I don't fucking know.
Huh. Yeah, the only TFS stuff I've watched was DBZ, because, well, I was a DBZ fan, and then Hellsing, which to me is the only way I can watch Hellsing now, because if Alucard's not cracking jokes, I don't think I'm gonna get what's going on.
Yeah, I know. No, but like they did like their own version of Star Trek Crusaders, and when it got to that guy, like the weird child guy, like when it came up to him, he was like, "Speaking of kids," and then JoJo was like,
that's so creepy.
No, skipping that one.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a... Yeah, now with context, that works really well. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Doc is great.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Dear, you like JoJo, we're gonna have to watch that.
I'll send you a link.
Hit me, yeah, I would love that. Thank you.
No, like they did both the They did like the first 3 arcs for JoJo.
That man was staring too deep into my phone.
Oh, let me get the link for you. Do you want the? Do you just want the? Do you want to go from like the first and second arc, or do you just want to go straight into the third?
No, go ahead and hit me with the first one. I am not super familiar with JoJo, so it would be a good excuse to kind of get, because that's what got me into some of them. Is like, I acknowledge that with DBZ abridged, you get more out of it if you know Dragon Ball Z, but I feel like I got everything I needed out of Hellsing just from watching abridged, and it made me want to go back and watch the classic one. Yeah, I see that your message popped up. Okay, so I think this could actually be a good reason to like, oh, you know, people always say I should watch JoJo, and this is funny, so maybe I'll do that.
Right, yeah. So I sent the first link, and yeah, I guess I wouldn't blame it on that one. Although, like, I do, you know, make references to Dragon Ball on my videos. There are times where it's like, I should at least remember what DBZ was like when I was a kid, but I didn't really watch it as much to appreciate it until, you know, Team 4 Star just did their own thing. It's like, okay, maybe I should actually just go and watch the actual series, and I actually really liked it. Even when it came down to like the Boo saga. Yeah, I was tearing my hair out throughout the series, but there are a lot of good moments in the Boo saga.
There is, yeah. It may not be like the fuck sakes, I just hit the wrong button. There may be a lot of stupid points in it, but like point to an anime that has an absolutely flawless arc. No stupid points whatsoever.
So the best Hellsing I've seen was the hour-long episodes that Adult Swim used to play. I think that's the Hellsing Ultimate one. You know, the one with the Nazis?
Yeah. Actually, it took me a while to find out that was actually part of the show. I thought that was a joke that the abridged version made, and then I found out later on, it's like, no, they actually put Nazis in it.
Yep, they did.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think when it came down to that, either that one or like the original one, I was like, I'm split between the two. First one, like the first rendition of it is pretty damn good, though the bad guys weren't particularly that memorable. Ultimate, however, it's fucking like vampiric Nazis. What else can beat that?
Exactly. Well, it's similar to how people discuss the pros and cons of like Full Metal Alchemist versus Brotherhood. Like, I've been told nonstop Brotherhood is the better one. It's closer to the manga, and the fight scenes are better. But it didn't exist when I watched FMA, so I just watched the original one, and my brain's like, do I really want to go through that whole story again? Not especially, even if the end result is better.
Yeah, I think even and I will say this, like, I very much am a big fan of Full Metal. Like, it's like Full Metal Brotherhood, like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Yeah, that's like my top favorite anime, but I can see what you mean by that one. Yeah, first edition, it does show like some details that are actually kind of important. You know,
and that's the thing, is I think I would like to see certain parts of what Brotherhood did with it, because I heard some of the homoculi are different. Like, they're not like, oh, this guy was, I think Pride gets changed to a different person or something like that. Like, it's not this guy anymore, he's over here now. Or something like that.
They are changed, and they actually are they are simplified. Whereas for the first one, it does delve into Lust's personality and her views on like a lot of things.
I heard in Brotherhood she has an amazing death scene, and they actually tied her into Mustang.
She does have an amazing death scene. Yeah. And same thing goes with Envy.
Yeah. Like, they actually tie it a lot more to the tragedies that happened. And I'm like, all right, I probably am just being too stubborn about this, and I should just watch it.
I like the darker anime to an extent. Horror is still one of my favorite genres. That's true. Yeah.
Did he do? This goes out to you as well as chat. Did you guys watch the Junji Ito anime, Uzumaki? I think it was called.
The Spiral one?
I think so. I heard it was like it was out, and I've heard conflicting reports on whether or not it was actually any good. I really wanted it to be good because I love Junji Ito's style, but I also don't know if it was like worth watching. I probably should just watch it.
I did watch the Junji Ito Spiral short, or like the miniseries to it. I liked it as a story, or as a story, as a series as it is. But I can see why people complain about it.
Could you tell me like some of the things that you didn't personally like about it?
It kind of made me had to like look at it again about it, but yeah, animation quality does kind of dip near the end.
Okay, that was one of the things I'd heard, that like they kind of phoned in some of the animation, and I was like, oh, really? Like that's like that's what he's known. He's known for his style.
Yeah, I will say too, like it's not like fully like framed animation where everything looks smooth. It's like kind of choppy animation, but themes are still there and it's still creepy as hell.
Okay, so would you say it's still worth a watch?
Yeah, I'd still say it's like worth a watch. If you go in with like quality might kind of dip a little bit. I do like and I could be wrong about this one, but I use it to like kind of describe like the whole theme of Spiral, is that I do love the Lovecraftian eldritch, horror theme of Spiral.
Yeah, well, I mean, one of my ties for what I even got into Junji Ito following was the game World of Horror. And it's literally just like, let's just take some Lovecraft and some Ito and smash that shit together and make a fucking hard as balls roguelike adventure game. And I'm like, oh my god, yes, all of that.
Cannot recall the same name. Cannot recall the name, sadly, but it was about people who want to disappear and got on a bus to go to a haunted village that disappears. It's amazing and had a great twist ending. That's like another Junji Ito story, right?
I believe so. I'm pretty sure that's actually a mission in World of Horror. I've also seen footage or images of that one that he did where people just turn into like balloons or something. Giant floating heads? I wasn't sure.
Did you play World of Horrors on your side?
Oh, several times. I actually bought the Switch version of it from Limited Run. Don't do that. It is not good.
You actually did stream World of Horror then?
Yes, a couple times. I've got some VODs on my YouTube channel as well. It's really good. It's very good. I've heard some people said that the sound, because it plays kind of like it's emulating a style of like really old computers, and I had some people tell me that the sounds didn't like hit their ears right, and they were just like, I didn't like the music or the sound for it, but I think it all makes a very, very good product in total.
They're messing around with the frequencies just to make you sick and uncomfortable.
I think that was kind of the goal. Like, it never bothered me because I live for that. I mean, look at my fucking layout. It's an old fucking Mac classic. I live for that kind of shit. But like, if that was the goal, I think they nailed it.
I'll probably have to look into that one then.
It's definitely something if you're looking for like a fucking Halloween game to play this year. Like, it's so good. And there's so much replay value because there's multiple characters, multiple routes. You can die pretty much at any time.
I'll probably take a look at it, on my own terms too, if I can. I do know there is one game that's going to come out that I know I'm going to be playing for like the Halloween season.
What's that?
Silent Hill F.
Yeah, that's fair. Isn't that the one that like people have already been talking about where like it's possible to edit it so like the fog is gone or something like that, like it's very customizable or something?
That I have not heard of, but it's the Japanese one.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always been impressed with Silent Hill's take on just making you feel helpless even when you have a weapon, which is always hard to do.
I never particularly got that per se when I did like the remake of Silent Hill 2, and I've never played Silent Hill 2 beforehand. I only just done the remake. And I would assume that it's still, themes are still about the same thing.
I believe so.
The themes are still the same in both games. I think it just made me more depressed than anything.
Well, that's the thing, is like Silent Hill horror is more like a lost feeling of hopelessness a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Whereas Resident Evil, when it's done right, is more about like you can do this, but really, like, are you even going to be happy if you do? Or stupid, campy, happy, uplifting horror vibes for some reason, because RE6 and 5 had to exist.
Well, I was gonna say like either like Nightmare on Elm Street or like Friday the 13th like levels.
All right, Nightmare on Elm Street gets a pass because the main villain just says the word bitch whenever he wants. Rick and Morty made a whole parody character out of that. The fucking Power Glove commercial.
You've got the Power Glove.
I honestly, I always meant to check, and I always forget to do it, if they actually got Robert Englund for that commercial. Because it looks like
that was not a commercial. That was in like I guess like the supposed last movie of Nightmare on Elm Street.
What?
He literally pulls out a power glove, or like no, his knife hand thing or knife glove thing turns into a power glove, and he's like, "I got the power glove, bitches."
No, you're not serious. That's not from a movie. That's a commercial, right?
It's from a movie. I've watched all the Nightmare on Elm Street, movies. Just why not? I want to see like the madness of it.
I can't.
He pulls out a fucking power glove in the goddamn movie.
For years I have assumed that was just a fucking ad for the power glove, and
It's not an ad.
I was today years old when I found out. No, that was a fucking movie. Oh my god, I love that.
It's in the movie, and pretty much the person, like the kid that he's trying to kill, is in a video game where his parents are just going after him, saying, "Be like me," over and over again. And the kid gets a power up and says, "Super Spencer." It's fucking stupid.
I don't have words. I legitimately don't. Like, my fucking mind is blown right now. Like, they actually thought that was a fucking horror movie thing to do?
I will say this. I love Nightmare on Elm Street to death. It is very, very stupid and campy, and I think even the kills are creative, but it gets so goddamn stupid.
I'm just so stunned. My world is shook. I love it because, like, I'm not even mad that that's a thing. I love it because someone at some point in time got paid for that.
Yeah,
someone got paid to write that.
Like, if you've seen my videos a couple times, especially too like the Elmer one, where I have a clip of
the Elmer one was a work of art. I don't even like Elmer, and I watched that video and I was like, I can't think of a single joke I would have changed for this video. It was perfect.
The whole I'm the wizard master bit, that's from the third Nightmare on Elm Street movie, where the kids, whenever they get into the nightmare, they pretty much get the ability to actually get superpowers. And of course, the nerd gets the magic powers where he becomes the wizard master, and he's able to use magic.
That literally sounds like a bad idea from a Spy Kids movie. Like, everything you just described sounds fucking like a Spy Kids movie.
Yeah, that literally is from the third movie, and I tend to use that whenever like there is like a nerdy character that just is doing well, especially with Elmer.
Well, like, I'm sure he's probably seen or been in your chat at some point, but like, one of my main guys, Thiago Xavier, is like the biggest Elmer fan I fucking know. So when I saw your video on that, I sent it to him, because I'm always ragging on him about liking Elmer, because I think Elmer's shit. And I was like, you're gonna want to see this. Okay, get to work. And have an umbrella next time. Sorry, what do you think of what part?
No, like, what did he think? I'm trying to see.
He was like, I've already seen it, and I agree, and also I told you so that Elmer was great. And I'm like, shut up. You're pointing to like one example. One person's great, like, and yet he won't let me live it down, like, because I am an avid Gwendolyn supporter from FE6. I know she's not a good unit. I'm aware of that, but I love her, and I will always try to make her work.
It's one of those things where it's like, if you want to make a unit work, you either have to, pump them with either a bunch of stat booster items or just have them do the work, and that's it.
Well, Andron has the advantage of being made by not intelligent systems, so even their worst units, even their meme units, can absolutely be good because growth rates are actually at a healthy amount. Like, You can make pretty much almost anybody work in Anderon Saga. Maybe not on Lunatic, but on any other difficulty, you can make almost anybody work in Anderon Saga.
You sure about that? Because I think even then when I'm looking at my Elmer video, I cannot work with Rolf.
You mean like Ralphnir, right?
Yeah, Ralphnir. I nicknamed him Rolf.
That's valid. Ralphnir would be the one that I would say probably has the hardest time, and it's not even because he's bad. He is missing one chapter. If he was one chapter earlier, you would be able to get him, like you can rush his promo in his join chapter so he can grind as a promoted class in Helheim, which is great, but you have to baby him to no end to do it. If he had one more chapter to flexibly get leveled as a trainee, I think he would be night and day better.
That's true, because like I remember people telling me about that. You know, that would be like a possibility for Ralphnir. And
the only other way I could see you could fix it is if you were able to use the master seals on it. But I don't think you could do that on trainees in Anderon for some reason. Any expensive Yu-Gi-Oh cards today? Not an expensive one, Yuki, but I pulled a Ghost Rare Obelisk the Tormentor. So I sent it off for grading, but it was only like $300, which I'm kind of shocked by, because I figured...
The Gods cards.
The Gods cards. So we're waiting on that, but that's in this one here, so we're going to be waiting a while. We do have more grades coming back in 2 days, though. Dice, good. All right. Someone also mentioned Thea is a hard one to level up as well, and she can be, but I have had Thea be really good. You do just need a little bit of luck and get like maybe 2 points of strength. Like before the pet rock. If you use the pet rock on her, I'd say two points of strength.
Yeah, that's true. And I think even then, like, you get her from the beginning and you could just like work with her like throughout the entire game just to make her good, and that's about it. Ralphnir has like one or two levels to work with if you just want to use him in the home gang.
Exactly, and you're already hard pressed for unit slots and trained units at that point. So why would you want? Like most of the fixes I've seen usually put Ralphnir joining on chapter 2. Just to make him like more accessible, but then you've got 4 units joining on that map. 5, because Fred. I always forget Fred, but yeah, 5.
I feel like I probably did a bad thing and skip Fred because I thought he was just gonna be like this hoity-toity character. But I've seen people use Fred and they do superiorly, like stupendously well.
Or Davis.
Both Davis and Zev.
Okay. I do like Fred. I think my biggest problem with Fred is he's your only option for one of the regalia weapons. So you're almost forced.
That's being fixed in the definitive edition.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. I haven't actually watched the definitive edition trailer because I don't do trailers until like the product is basically out. I don't like to get hyped up for something that's months away. But I have been told that, and I do like that idea. Because
it's just a secondary character. I forgot where which chapter she joins in, but like yeah, you do get her, so that you have that second option to get like like a second character for I forgot the Regalia's name. Gladios, yeah.
So you have more reason to try, because like really, unless you're really Fred maxing, you're never gonna try and fight Alexander in fucking chapter 13 or whatever the hell chapter it is. Because it's almost a suicide run if you find out belatedly that you're not strong enough to do it.
Oh yeah, especially too like since his weapon has like built-in soul.
Yes, he has built-in soul, and he's got that stupid thing where he takes less damage when he's at a high HP threshold. So just getting some damage on him to get rid of that ability is a bitch and a half. I like to put it this way: the only time I've ever gotten early Gladiolos was on a randomizer, because my friend was a war monk standing on a mountaintop fighting him. I had to fucking put him on a mountain just to be able to put him down.
Okay.
Let's see, what else is missing? Did you have a favorite character through Anderon?
Aisha.
Oh, Aisha was great. I liked Aisha. I liked her personality. I liked her design. Redhead is best head. She was really, really useful. She's been good in randomizers as well as the base game. Like, no notes. She was great.
Yeah, let me actually. I did do like a bit of a tier list on my end, but I know Aisha was like, very much at the top.
I think I also did a tier list at the very end of the game, and it took me like 2 hours because I was talking about every character in detail. Like, one of the characters I gave an S rank to was actually Sham, who wasn't even in my final party, and it was because of usefulness, who he can recruit, the supports he gives, as well as his writing. I thought he was one of the more nuanced characters because they did a great job of writing a gay character that wasn't in your fucking face about it all the time.
That is true, yeah. Okay, so I actually do have my tier list up. I could probably just like name out the S rank units. Like just both as characters, story wise, and as units. You know, in general, like how useful they can be. Even though like I either don't use them or like it's either I've used them a whole lot or it's like I haven't used them as much, but I can see like the potential of them. So
okay, yeah.
Arms up top, of course he is. He just murders everybody.
Sorry, you cut as soon as you said their name. Who was it?
Garum.
Oh, Garum is fucking mean. Especially like even without Ash Cleaver, he's good. With Ash Cleaver, he's terrible.
There's that, but I mean, I killed the last boss with a devil axe.
Well, you got that devil axe fucking counter thing though, so like that's part of your brand. You're a berserker. Yeah. Of course, devil axe is part of your brand.
Yeah, I get the stupid axe.
I am glad that that's moving away from just being a Meng's meme, and now it's a little bit more generalized, because the devil axe was just like the Meng's weapon for a while, and now I'm seeing it like more associated with other people too, which I like. I like it when jokes can broaden like that.
Yeah, because I mean, the thing can backfire. It's like, oh, tee haha, I fucked up. So, Golem is one of them. Jaka is the other one. Just based on utility and character-wise, I rooted for Jaka.
I didn't care much for his overall character. I definitely like that he grew. He felt fleshed out. He felt three-dimensional. But
that's the thing
I still felt he was
like he went from like this tee haha like funny racist lackey man or whatever to just someone who is just like, okay, I gotta just do something just to stop all this madness.
I feel like I would like Jaka's character more if the deal with the devil was a forced thing. And it's because he would be, because he's so overcome with revenge for most of the second half of the game that it would make perfect sense if that was a choice that was denied to you and he just did it. Because that's like at the pinnacle of I've got to fucking kill Morty. And I think him having a tragic fall at the end of the game because of that would have made me like him more.
Also, spoilers for people who have not played Onderon, but it's
I've streamed Onderon with challenge runs and Ironmans before. If they're not used to it by now, they're never going to be.
Okay, never mind then.
But as far as usefulness goes, yes, he's solid across. Actually, in my opinion, Jaka's worst trait is one you haven't seen yet. Because there's 2 missions in Rebellion you get to use him in, and he's fucking terrible.
Probably just like when he's just like a I wouldn't say trainee, but like, you know, low tier unit, like
soldier, the base lance user. Yeah, he's one of those. But when you're given the early the scrub squad from Bodyman's Rebels or whatever the fuck he's the Body Bros, he is by and far the only one without a role to play. And you feel it. Like everyone else is immediately useful in those chapters. Jaka sucks, and I feel like they did that on purpose because he becomes so busted.
I'm gonna have a fun time with Jaka then.
I just put him in the back and just make him watch.
Yeah.
Put him on the cuck chair.
Cuck chair, whatever, like cuck chair bench, whatever you want to say.
Oh, it's very dark. You can spread the lights on.
There's that one. Okay. Lilinet, it's like the third one.
Lilinet is so good.
Yeah, like early, like very early, like Troubadour. So yeah, that's good. Samuel is also very, very good.
Yes, is young master bodyman. I always have to do the Sean Connery for Samuel.
Yes.
Oh, that was good.
Yes, Botman. You made love to a Lightbringer. I have to kill you for that.
So, okay, so there's that one. Yep. Angelus is very, very good. He is a refresher.
Dancer, period. But he also has not fucking dancer durability. He can actually take a fucking punch occasionally, which is all I really ever want out of my dancers.
That's that. Yeah, like I for the most part, like, whenever like I think Angelus, he only took like one hit, and he was okay. The other times he just kept on dodging.
Yeah, that's the thing is like he has good enough defense stats. Solid impression. Oh, thanks, dear. Yeah, so like that's really all I ever ask for my dancers, but the fact that you can also get him later on so he can fight back is always welcome too.
So that he learns dark magic.
Now, Zari, I always felt like I had to babysit her, but I mean, she is your secondary dancer. You don't even have to get her. Some people might not even get her.
With me, like, you know, like dancers, I really like them. They are very, very good refreshers, but I put her like at A tier. Like, yeah, you know, not S tier because
she doesn't have any way to attack regardless, right?
That's the thing, is that like Angelus is able to use dark magic. He's able to attack and he's able to dodge and at least like take a hit once in a while. Zari, she's able to dodge, but she's just a general dancer. So there you go. So there's that one. Barrett, I really liked.
I'm a fan of Barrett. I actually swore solely by Barrett over any of the other Axe users for the longest time, until I went down the Bjarki hole, and oh my god, that man can fucking crush. But yes, Barrett was. I saw her skill, and I was like, I want this unit to work, and she
Make her an
does.
offensive unit, and she'll just be killing everything in sight.
Yep. I think you need like maybe 2 points of skill and speed strength and speed on her to get her rolling, and after that, bitch just cooks through like everything.
Yeah, and I think in my case, I kept on getting like a good amount of speed from her, so she was good.
Well, she's got what, like 60% speed, something like that, 50, 60.
I think so.
So it's not asking too much, so it's really solid. So yeah, okay. So Barrett, who's next?
Whenever he plays Onderon, or when he did his Iron Man, he got no speed, so well, he got unlucky there.
Oh well, I mean, people will have different opinions on like units that work and units that don't.
Yeah, I know. So there's that one. Bjarki's also very, very good as a tank.
Yep. And he can give that tank ability to other people, or he can become a monster killer if you give him the Amelia support. Yeah,
because when I did the A support with Barrett and Bjarki, what is that?
That is a fucking speckled full art card right there. I gotta send that shit to get graded.
Is that a whale battleship?
I believe that card is called Orca Whale Fortress of Darkness. It's the edgiest fucking name like ever. It's so stupid, but I ain't gonna fucking complain. That was a $2,000 card.
Whale Orca Fortress of Darkness.
I think like one of my favorite examples of like everyone says this unit's good and I'm sitting here going like I don't see it, is Klein from FE6. People will swear by him being like one of the best archers in the game and like he joins at a good time and a good level. I have seen that man consistently miss like 80s like it's going out of fucking style. I never get him to work. He is just always a fucking hindrance to me. I cannot stand him.
So I don't feel bad for not using him in my first like 2 playthroughs of FE6 then.
Everyone says he's good. They're like, oh, he's like mini Percival, and I'm like, I didn't even find Percival that useful because I had Milady by then.
I think Percival was okay.
He's okay. But that's it. He's just okay. Yeah. I'm gonna kick this up since I've got some good.
Funny how we went from like one FE game to like another one.
Right. Well, I think we're up to Barrett on your list of rankings.
Or Bjarki. So it's Barrett and Bjarki.
Oh, okay. So you gave both of them. So you got Aisha, Barrett, and Bjarki. I can't help but feel that there is a bias towards Axe units. It's almost as if you are a berserker or something.
Well, you'll be surprised at the other ones, and I'll see if I can probably be a little quick with this one too.
Oh, whatever. So, there's no rush.
Other one. Elonda, she was very, very good as a unit. Both a healer, both a magic user. I felt bad for her throughout the entire series.
Dude, when you see her portrait change, like my fucking heart breaks.
I mean, you probably saw my reaction when I did like the video for like Tamay. When I saw her just, you know, her damaged artwork, like I fucking panicked. I
think you were just like, you were quiet for a while when you saw that because you were just like, I don't know how to fucking process this.
Yeah, I know. So I mean, like I honestly like Ayla's like one of my favorite characters. You know,
I started off not liking her, but just because like, oh, she's an early game pre-promoted healer. Like, I'm already training Lily. I don't need another healer girl right now, especially not a pre-promote. But then, like, not only is she a fully fleshed out character, but she's actually useful. And even that if you don't use her, when you're shoehorned with her at the last chapter, she's still good.
Yeah, she's still good.
I did an entire run where I didn't give her a single level the whole game because there was one of the patches. If you didn't level her at all, when you got to Skyla, she wouldn't have a gem because Ayla didn't have levels to attribute to that. So she would drop her fucking tome for Helga. So I went through a playthrough just for that. So Ayla was literally useless at the end. And then she shows up and she's like, nope, still immediately good. Even with 0 levels, she fucking put in work. And I was blown away by how well they programmed that.
Yeah, I know. Like, you know what? She was very good. I was a little bit the same as far as character is concerned, but then I think over time and what has happened is like, oh my god, I feel bad for this lady.
Yeah, she has a rough go.
Yeah, and I think even then, I looked at her supports and it's like, yeah, she has a bit of snarkiness, but it's like,
I think it's warranted given her history.
Yeah.
And she doesn't spend as long on the, Bodyman's a scoundrel train as you would expect based on everyone basically pointing to him being like, yo, he fucks anything in a skirt. Like, she really doesn't spend as long on that. She came around to Bod a lot faster than I expected, which I liked because...
That's fucking quick.
Because, like, because everyone said something negative about him, but then you never see it. You don't really see him being a flirt with anyone besides Ilonda in Anderon. So the reputation felt ill-earned, so the fact that she warmed up to him made me happy because it very much felt like propaganda, like, oh, everyone's saying he's a piece of shit. But we don't see that, and he's our main character. Really. We're closer than anybody. We should be seeing it for sure.
That's true.
So, again, really, really solid. I mean, I talked to Clock at length about this stuff afterwards because he was there for a lot of my streams. He was in at the end. I did a preview video with him, and I'm spacing on the other gentleman's name, the other streamer that we did that video with, talking about the Anderon remake that he was working on. So, like, I got to pick his brain a lot about this stuff, and I was like, you did such a good fucking job with a lot of these characters.
Right. All right, next person. Well, this might be a bit like an obvious one. Hurt.
Really?
So, yeah. Yeah.
I put him on the fucking bench and never looked back.
I mean, I like it because, like, well, it's a fucking cowboy in a fantasy game.
I think I have a bias against cowboys because of where I live. I live in what is essentially the Texas of Canada, and we have a yearly event here that is just all cowboys all the time. Like, it is the fucking rodeo of the city. So I might be biased against it, but I always look at Kurt and be like, I wish you were better than you are, but he has Move Plus, or Canto Plus, which is great. He shows up and is immediately useful in his joining chapter. He can use a regalia.
With a fucking dragon bow. He comes with a fucking 50 caliber anti-dragon rifle.
Yep. He has good weapon ranks for the joining chapter he's at. He's good out of the box. He can use an early regalia if you choose to go that way. If you don't, he can help you get a character who can use it. Every box is checked off. I should love this character, but I never use him. It's one of those ones that just for some reason, and I think it's solely the cowboy thing.
That's very much what it is. Like, I put him at times like, he's just a fucking cowboy.
Yeah.
In a fantasy game. What else is there?
He also kind of spawned Davis's fucking big iron meme. Like, there was that. And now I see that meme everywhere.
Aside from the big iron meme, the big iron meme is like, still, it's a fucking cowboy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like I said, it makes perfect sense. On paper, I should love this character, and I just never use him. I do like him a little bit more after seeing... Oh, I can't say too much shit, right? Some stuff from Rebellion. I'll leave it at that. Go to the next character. I don't want to say anything.
This one, obvious one, we talked about him, Elmer.
Yeah, and I'm assuming Elmer didn't start on that list. Like, that was probably one you were like, you know, the more I think about it, he should be up here.
So the way that was, I guess like this is bad for me to say. The way that I was comparing him to the other trainees is because he left a bigger impression compared to the other ones. When he went off the first time and attacked someone, he critted an enemy. You know, he critted an enemy like right away, and I was like, I gotta get that kid.
Was it by any chance? Was it the paladin with the bow that comes with the bottom reinforcements on the map he joins on? Because for some reason Elmer always seems to murder that guy for me, and it's a promoted unit, so it's like a guaranteed level, but I always see Elmer just take him right out, and it's like, I feel like this is programmed to make us endeared to you, kid.
Let me take a look. Let me take a quick look, because it might be someone different.
Either way, like, I do think them giving you a weapon for him that has, I think it's like 20 crit or 25 crit, really does help, because you already just got a trainee, and you're about to get another trainee in the next map, and depending on how you've played, you are picking up 2 or 3 units in the map Elmer joins on, because if you didn't get Buggy, he joins that chapter 2. So it, okay. Nice, $600 card. So it really does help him stand a little bit more, where he can show up even as a trainee and actually do so. It's a lot easier to train him than it is to train fucking Natalie out of the box. She doesn't start going until she promotes.
I kept getting told that Elmer sucks.
If you want to compare trainee to trainee with no other things, not they're promoted, nothing else, Elmer is probably the best one. 1-2 range, solid reliability, but everyone else I think can outclass him if they get running, besides maybe Ralphnir.
Right. So I'm looking back at my video. The first person that he killed was pretty much a cavalry bone knight.
Okay.
He had 85% hit, 10 damage, but 23% crit, and he killed the guy instantly.
Yeah. So you must have sent him to the left then. Okay.
Yeah.
I had chapter 8 really memorized. I've done it a lot.
Right, yeah. But like, if you like, when I was saying that, I was comparing it to the other trainees. Sikri's like you know, at A tier because she can be very, very good, and especially too since she has like that built-in miracle. But I think Elmer just left a bigger impression on me. It's like, okay, I want to train this nerdy trainee character to be like this ultra mega like war monk, just for shits and giggles, and I had a fun time with it.
Yeah, and that's actually similar to the mentality I've approached with the Dark Souls videos, is giving myself side quests to do seems to be like the hidden fucking key of finding a way to have fun with these kinds of games. Like, you give yourself a project. So it's something I've always said about like just creating stuff in general. Limitations breed creativity. If you have all the options in the world, you're not going to do anything with them. But if you have limited available units, for example, like that's why Iron Mans and Nuzlockes work so well, because you have to make the best with what you're given. All those are cool. Okay.
Yeah, I get the idea, and then I think even then for like David's, like he ended up having to use like characters that you would not think twice on, but he made them work.
Well, Davis always has a really interesting habit of making units that everyone says are garbage work somehow, like Wade and Lot. Nobody fucking uses Wade and Lot, but then he worked. Yeah, then he fucking made it work. And I was like, all right, I'm kind of inspired by this, so I'll try using Bartra in my FE7 run. Fucker ended the game with 23 speed.
I mean, even then, when I wasn't aware of Davis, I end up loving Bartra just because he was like this dumbass.
Oh, I love Bartra both as a unit now and as a character, because I supported him with Raven, and it is one of the most stupidly adorable supports ever. And it worked even better because I had this meta plot.
Fight me.
Yeah. It's exactly that. But it happened after his support with Dorcas ended, when Dorcas died. So he just kind of like turned and latched onto Raven, and it was so stupidly cute.
Oh no, my sparring partner has died. Looks at Raven. You are the next training partner.
Yep. He ends up getting Raven to teach him how to read and write. It's so adorable. It is, because he's like trying to I think at some point he's trying to show Raven his family tree of like great warriors, and Raven's like, I can't fucking understand anything you've drawn or written here. And he's like, would you show me how to do that? I'm like, this is the cutest shit ever. Like I actively, like, when I see people playing FE7 now, I'm like, everyone's like, oh, the Raven Gay support is with Lucia. I'm like, no, you need the Raven Gay support with Bartra. It's so much better.
Okay, so I'll go on to like my next one. And
yeah, who are we up to now?
So we've done Elmer. I'm not too sure. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll be very, very quick with them.
That's fine.
Don't know if you'll be surprised or not. Morty.
Really? Okay. All right. Show your work. Why?
If you use him just as a unit, and you know, like, well, people know about this. If you keep him around and he doesn't betray you, he's incredibly solid as a fucking unit. He can use magic. He can heal. He can clone himself.
He can use the Dawn Collar.
He can use the Dawn Collar. He's very goddamn versatile, character-wise. Okay, so here's the other thing too. Character-wise, I really, really liked him, you know, as a villain that, not as like a, you know, evil villain, like I'm here to rule the world, whatever. It's like, he's more so like, okay, I know if this shit was gonna happen, it would go down south, so I'm gonna take things into my own hands and prevent it from happening. But then at the end, he ended up being like a sniveling child, like, I want to be the hero. I'm the video game guy.
I'm the one who wins. Yeah, I'm very familiar with that line.
Yeah, I know. That's the impression I got from him. It's like, yeah, I'm the video game boy. I'm the one who wins. Like,
I'm the one who whinges, more like.
Him.
It's actually funny that Morty made your list, because I think Xander and I were just bitching about him just last night, and my only complaint with him really was the very last chapter. And it's because of that mentality you just went over, where I feel like if they had written it where he didn't realize the things he was doing was gonna, like, basically call the devil to him.
Oh yeah, that's
it
like
would have been better
when he was like on his like last piece of soul or whatever, like his last like divided soul. Literally, demons were spawning from fucking everywhere.
And then he just straight up admits, it's like, I'm using their power to stop you because I'm the only one who can save Andron. It's like, motherfucker, we're fighting you to a standstill. That's factually incorrect, and you can see it. What are you talking about?
I mean, you could just be like me, and like when that happens and I get that opening, I literally just have Garum go in and kill the motherfucker.
My very first Iron Man, I was 1 or 2 turns off from being able to rush Morty, and the Asmodeus was just like stopping up, so I like looked at Bjarki and I'm like, you need to stall this man. And he fucking did. He died, but he died like a fucking champion, and I was like, I'm not even mad. He did what I needed him to do. He went out like a fucking Chad. Like, I also, Bjarki, like, just to tie this back to him again, seriously one of the best closing lines to a video game I've ever seen. Like, his final chapter dialogue is some of the best I've ever seen in a fucking video game, and it's so simple. It's like, I'm killing a god, it must be a Tuesday. Something to that effect, and it is hands down perfect. It's so perfect for him.
What the fuck, Bjarki?
I
should have just trained him up more often.
Oh, yeah, it's worth it just for that. It's just for that. Ooh, that was a rank 10 card. It's worth it just for that line. He's so, and plus, I mean, you get a great unit out of it, but
must be Tuesday. Okay, next one.
Yeah.
Isabel, easy.
Oh, best character in the game.
Yeah,
I don't think there is overall a more useful, reliable unit in the entire game than Isabel. And mine, I gave the fucking weird sage to in Tomb of Horrors, and they gave her life and death. And she was still the most useful character I had in the game, despite that skill crippling her. Like, I did the Galahad fucking 1v1 with her with that skill, and I still won. Yes, I took it down the Albert path for exactly that reason.
Okay, I did not get Nihil, but I mean, Isabel still, you know, took it. She still beat Galahad easily.
I mean, you kind of have to like really either not use her or be stupid unlucky for her not to work. Like, if there was a complaint I had, it's that too many characters are made instantly better by the addition of Dawn Caller being there, to the point where I cannot ever justify a non-Dawn Caller run. Like, Zacharias would need to be fucking broken as hell for me to ever consider it, and he's just not. He's good. He's great even. He's not that good, though. Not Isabel no longer gets Dawn Caller good.
I'll probably use him again, or I'll probably use him when the definitive edition comes by.
I'm assuming that'd be the time to do it, because it sounds like one of the things they talked about, because we talked about this during, I think, at the very end of the Rebellion Saga draft race, it came up a little bit. I think they said, like, they want to make more of an effort to explore the possibility of a split path system, which they even made a post about on the Discord recently. And also giving you more incentive to go anti-Dawn Caller, which I like. Games should have more replay value if they're like RPGs have a hard time with replay value because once you've seen the story, that's a big part of it. But if you can find a way to get your players back, you've got a good game. And I think Anderon's, by virtue of being like an Iron Manimal game, has replay value. So giving me more story choices is even better. It can only succeed better.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
So who do we have after Isabel? Who was the obvious pick? I think she was the top of my S rank. Who?
Aisha.
Oh, yes. Well, you mentioned her earlier, so yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and I'll put it simply to her, like, yeah, she's very much like the best berserker. She's a buff lady. She's very fun as hell. She is one of those characters where, like, yeah, she let everyone else. She's not that innocent. She has like a bad past or whatever. But I mean, even then, she is just smiling throughout the whole thing and is just like this happy drunk pirate.
She did one of the ways you can take a bad backstory and use it to shape a character well, which is, she knows shit's bad. She's trying to fix it in her own way, because some of her supports are about like trying to free slaves with like Caroline and stuff, for example. It's a great support. But she doesn't let it destroy her demeanor, and I love that. Because I have depression in real life. I don't have her backstory, but I find it hard to be upbeat and peppy sometimes. So I see a character like that, and I'm like, it's hard not. If you were hanging out with her, it would be very hard to be in a bad mood. And I love that kind of a character.
Buddy, want some rum?
Yeah. And I'm not even a drinker, but I would love to party with her.
But yeah, it's like, that's the whole thing. She's still very similar to Raphael, from Three Houses, but like she's just like very buff berserker pirate lady. That's all you need. She kicked ass. She got bloodlust from the deal, or from like the weird stage. She kicked ass.
During one of my randomized runs, I don't remember what she randomized into, but she could still use axes. And then from the weird sage, she got it was the ability that makes it so if you're using an axe, it doesn't take durability damage anymore. And from then on, she was just like, oh, I'm just gonna give you all of my busted shit. Go have fun. Go play.
Yeah, Miranda. Like, yeah, we all know like those characters that like have a bad past but still just have a good time and smile like in the face of danger. Those are like really, really good characters.
Yeah, they're good inspirations for like no matter how bad shit gets. Like it's gonna be all right as long as you don't give up. And she'd be, you know what? She'd be a great anime character. That's the best way to explain her. She'd be a great Gurren Lagann character. I'll tell you that.
Come on, Shaka. Believe in me that believes in you.
Yeah. Use your spiral power. You mean my lance? Yeah, your short spear. It's not that short.
My take is not that short. Oh wait.
By the way, it took me like 2 playthroughs to realize that the reason he starts with a short spear is for that joke. I did not piece that together at the beginning.
Well, I mean, I think if you did the whole like, what was it, sauna thing with Bod and
I did. People told me about it, and I'm like, let's see how gay this really. Oh, that's pretty gay.
Why are you standing 5 feet away from me?
That said, I think it was. There is a similar scene in Rebellion that you can optionally go to. That one is pushing it. Not like it's too racy. It's more like, haha, we get it. Callback jokes are funny. You really didn't need to make a callback to your one-off gay joke, though. That was forcing it.
I have a fucking feeling a lot of people are gonna tell me, do this for the gay interactions. Like, okay, fine.
You'll be lucky if they tell you that much. They might just say, hey, go do this. It's funny, and that'll be all the context you get.
Right.
On the plus side, at least has it. You get stat boosts off of it, so there's that.
Well, I guess I'll probably just do that for the stat boost then.
Yeah.
I also didn't know. I also didn't know that was the joke until Mike played it through the game more than once.
Yeah, that's actually another thing I can really give Andron a lot of credit to is even people in my chat who aren't big on Fire Emblem because either it's not their kind of game or they don't like how frustrated Iron Mans can make me personally sometimes. Those people still specifically like Andron both for its characters and its story. Like Serenity's not the biggest Iron Man fan, but she likes Andron. Miranda, like I think one of her first interactions with Fire Emblem was through me playing Andron. So it kind of has like a special place for all of us, regardless of personal bias.
Right, yeah. So, I mean, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I really like that.
All right, 5 more characters.
Your fucking S tiers were really generous, man.
Yeah, I know. So,
next one.
Helga.
Oh, Helga was just super good. Especially, like, even if you don't get her hidden skill, she's fucking insanely good.
Yeah, I mean, I was told that, like, oh yeah, if you go into Helheim, you get all. If you have her, you know, close up the portals, you'll get Gale Force. I thought, okay, I gotta get that. End up getting that, and she was a terror.
Yeah, no, and even if you don't get Gale Force, she remains relevant enough to use, which is again hard to do. I played some of Sacred Stones, FE7, and Path of Radiance. Well, you played some of the best ones in my opinion. I love Path of Radiance. It's probably one of the most. I think it's one of my favorite simplistic fantasy stories ever, where it's like, evil king, go stop. Small band of mercenaries rises through power. But it works so well because it's a very good everyman story.
Right, yeah.
By the way, unrelated to that, but pick a number between 1 and 30 for me.
15.
Okay. Have we gotten 15 yet? Nope. Poster 15. Thank you. All right, who's your next character?
Was that a lewd wallpaper?
That's the secret. They're all lewd wallpapers.
I can tell.
It's I think that's Harpy Girl or Harpy Chick.
I can't forget. Yeah, I can't forget about racism.
Oh yeah. So who was the next one? Was it
Varg?
Oh. Okay, so usefulness factor. Yes, I like Varg from a usefulness factor. I don't like the fact that he has like 1,000 fucking children as science experiments.
Yeah, I mean that was like, okay, what the hell, man? I mean, I'm willing to kind of look over that, but I think even then is like, well, it's Dark Pent. That's apparently 1,000 years old.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like if Pent could live forever, and I'm gonna say it, if Louise couldn't, I feel like Pent would very easily become Bard.
Right.
I think also, Louise would be the only anchor that would keep him from going down that path.
So, cool question too. Like, I know that you've seen some of my videos, but did you get the whole Varg reference that I keep making?
I'm not sure if I did. Could you run it through me?
Okay, so when I think of Varg, I think of another streamer named Varg Skeletor.
Oh, I'm not familiar with his work.
So, do you know Vinny Vinesauce?
I've heard the name. I've never seen a Vinesauce video, but like I've seen like the music. It's like, oh, it's Vinny here from Vsauce, and that's the most I know.
Okay, yeah. So Varg Skeletor, his real name is Joel. So yeah, Varg Skeletor and Vinesauce, they are kind of like in the same community, along with I forgot the other guy's name. It is another Mike, but I think it's like Jabroni Mike or whatever. Varg Skeletor is a Swedish streamer that makes a lot of really dumb streams, and I think one of his most popular ones is when he would like simulate running Windows 98 or Windows XP or whatever, and he would be downloading a lot of spam, spyware, malware.
Artie's saying he does Windows deconstructions. I think that's what you're describing, right?
Artie, you know who I'm talking about here. So he does that. He's very well known for a lot of Doom games and so on and so forth.
Okay.
So, yeah, whenever I think of Varg, I think of Varg Skeletor, and it's just like this really dumb but funny Swedish streamer.
Gotcha. Okay. So I like that because like so that's one of those things that's like it's a running gag for you that even if the people don't know that character, or that person that you're referencing, they'll slowly begin to associate it with you specifically. Main reason why Bonsai Buddy is no. Bullshit. Bullshit. I know that fucking purple grape ape, and I didn't even know who this person was. So no. That fucker was always on my mom's computer, and I fucking hated that thing because I couldn't do anything with it. Oh God! But my sister was. We had a family computer. I didn't have my own personal computer until I was like a teenager, and my sister loved LimeWire and Habbo Hotel. Two things that do not. Habbo Hotel. It was like an online chat thing where you had like a little. Actually, it still exists. I think it's just like pay to use now. I think it was bought by Coke at some point. But it was two things that will always get viruses and spyware on your computer. And so every time I turn on the computer, it was like a dice roll if it would even fucking run anymore. So yeah, I saved up for my own computer, and I was like, nobody is ever using this but me.
Okay. All right. Anyways, next character that I have, we got 3 more.
I'm praying that Sorry?
Darius.
I was just saying, I'm praying Darius is not on this list, and that's who you fucking dropped.
I mean, Darius is just pretty damn good because, I mean, he is also, like, you know, a good mage. He hasn't really had a whole lot of problems with me. And I think even then, he summons Ahmed. And if you want my opinion on Ahmed, because he wasn't on my tier list, Ahmed's at the fucking top. Oh, wow. What the hell?
That is a fucking black ghost rare blue eyes ultimate dragon. Why are these so not expensive? They should be really expensive. Oh, I think this is a god. I think this is a god pack. I think all the cards are this. Either that or that was insanely lucky. Nope, it's a god pack. Let's fucking go.
Another one.
Hey.
Another one. Another one.
Let's go.
Holy crap, what the fuck?
Hey, I got both Dark Magician Girls. Oh, that. Yeah, well.
You should probably charge that Dark Magician Girl $1,000.
Boing. Excuse me, sir, you're phasing through my card binder. Thank you.
Hey, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, like, okay, if you want my opinion on, like...
Yeah, give me your thoughts on Darius, and then I'll give you my counterpoints.
Darius, I liked him as a character. He is cool. He's a very, very good mage. That's also, a summoner. And when he summons Ahmed's also my favorite character. He's at the top, too, because he's just, like, a funny bag of bones.
So I found that people are really torn on Ahmed specifically because he's very much just, like, internet meme culture. He's referencing to a lot of things. He has fucking Bone Trestle playing in his store, so we all know where that's fucking coming from.
That's like the main reason, like, I like him. But, like, even then, too, if you use him, he's just good as
I do agree with that part there. Like, usability wise, Darius is great. He gets a really solid personal weapon, although it's heavy as all hell. Oh, my fucking cashier went home. And Ahmed is just like a summoner in Fire Emblem is just always useful. You can use them to lure out really dangerous enemies. You can use them to make just fucking crazy suicide runs at a thing that you're not sure you could defeat otherwise. You can use them to set up gambit plays. Lots of stuff.
Yeah, and like what I was saying. Yeah, like what I was saying earlier too is that the other good thing about Ahmed is that you can literally just have him just like bait like some scary looking enemy just to go in, see how they're like, and then go after them.
Exactly. So there's lots there. My whole problem with Darius is I don't like his personality. I don't like his fucking conniving kind of personality. I'm not a big fan of Tendaris either, but he's less that.
Yeah.
It's mostly just like, at no point during all of Andron did I ever fully come to trust Darius, to the point where I was like, I'm just waiting for him to stab me in the back. And he never really goes out of his way to make me feel at ease either. He just kind of rolls with that. Ahmed reminds me of... I think you mentioned that before during the streams too. But yeah, also I believe people have actually said that the Ahmed secret mission event thing that can happen on the first desert level can actually screw a lot of people over too.
Yeah, and if you see my video about that one, someone warned me ahead of time. It's like, oh, okay, so I'll have I usually just hold on to him then.
Yeah, okay, so you did have him like both. Oh wait, no, wait, you were playing with all of the secret events turned on, weren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so your freaking mission 1 must have sucked too then.
Given that I was suggested that don't let what's his face tell me that I'm just some cock or whatever the hell Crixus.
Oh yeah, fucking Crixus. I think actually I remember Clock telling me he fucking hated Crixus. Like there's so much potential for what he wanted to do, and they just did nothing with him.
I think we all know about this. Crixus is very much a meme gag character, but he just is bad.
He's also probably even worse in the randomizer because 90% of his classes randomize with 4 moves during an escape chapter.
Yeah, I know. So it's like he's
so
just lagging behind.
I 9 times out of 10, I'll just take his equipment and then just like, hey, go distract Galachad for a turn. Bye. Like, fine. Whatever. Nothing of value was lost.
Don't be a champ and distract Galachad for you fucking pussy. Just gets axed off.
Yeah, like, dies in 1 hit. It's just nothing of value was lost.
Yeah, I'm playing smart here. I'm using you as a sacrifice while I'm fucking running away from Galachad.
No, your chapter 1 must have sucked ass too then, because I've been told that Jesse can really fuck over your initial map if you oh, Stickman, thank you. Yeah, Jesse can really screw over your initial map if he just goes crazy and starts killing things.
Right.
Warframe.
I don't recall Jesse actually having or doing anything that bad or anything like that. I think he was just okay.
Yeah, it's like a coin flip. If he gets close enough to start attacking enemies, he might just piss off on his own. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I just pulled a god pack a few minutes ago, and it was awesome.
Jesse is like at A rank because, well, I mean, he is a very, very unique thief. He's a Joe character. He has like he's very good with magic weapons. I do get the idea that like, yeah, he has that red dust mechanic that could be a pain in the ass at times.
His mechanic's fine if you have a good memory. I have
That's true, yeah.
forgotten it most times I've used him, so there we go.
Just have him with red dust and he'll be okay.
Yep. And yeah, his magic, he's good with magic weapons. That's because his fucking custom dagger is literally a magic knife.
Yeah, I know. Okay, two more. This one, you might agree with me or not. It's kind of easy one. Or you might understand is Kepri.
I didn't give Kepri enough time. I didn't hate what I saw, but I didn't give her enough time to cook because she was so late joining. A lot of times I forget that she's not the last unit to join you because she's so late. I forget that John and Cyrus are after her and Galachad's even after that, but for some reason in my brain, she's so late.
If you want to know the last one, it's Galachad.
That's fair. I mean, if you're gonna use them, if you're gonna get a unit for only 1 chapter,
use Galachad.
Yeah. Could you ask for a better unit, like another Isabel? Thank you.
Yeah, I know. But
also,
for Kepri,
his dialogue, if you fight the House Steel ancestor, him and Isabel, if you fight them with them, their dialogue is insane.
I had Galahad go against the ancestor, like the House Steel ancestor, and it was funny how he was, berating Galahad for like being weak, losing to, a lady, but then Galahad literally just kicks his ass immediately.
As soon as I saw that dialogue, that guy is just chilling in the corner. As soon as I saw that dialogue, I was like, I'm killing this man with Isabel. There is no other option than to do this. But I made sure I got the Galahad dialogue first, so it set it up even better.
Yeah, no, I mean, at that point, like I said, that I wanted to see how he did with Uther, or not, I forgot what the guy's name, but like the ancestor. It was still funnier for me too that he was berating Galahad for just being like this weak person that lost a woman, and he gets his ass kicked
by the guy who lost to a woman.
Yeah.
Well, he also has the really unfortunate thing of his only regalia isn't a weapon.
That's right. It literally is just
it's the anti-crit item. It's the bulwark or whatever it's called, where it's oh, this whole thing, it just gives me some defensive stats and I can't be crit. Well, fucking hoop you do, pal.
Literally just murders him.
Yeah, I don't need to crit you to kill you. You're kind of a bitch.
Yeah, so that one, and then for Kepri, I do like her utility as far as being much more of a support unit.
Yeah, and another staff user is You're never gonna kick a fucking staff user out of bed. Let's be real here. They're always useful.
Yeah. So I mean, I put her up top there just for like the utility aspect. I know I didn't really use her that much, but like for what she can do, if I actually had her with me, she can work.
I would, if I had to pick between her and John, like if I needed another staff user and those were my options, I would probably pick her just for more versatility. And of course, you know, mobility, because there's no more desert maps after that, so horses really only shine after that.
Yeah. And I guess, yeah, that's pretty much like the S tier for, at least for Honor on Saga for me.
So now I'm actually curious of the opposite. What is your bottom tier characters?
I have 4.
Okay. I want to know.
They're very easy. Thea, Estelle, Crixus, and Rolfnir.
Why Estelle?
She gave me loot vibes from the start, and
you don't like loot? I love loot, so okay, I can understand your trepidation with that one then. Yeah, I really like loot.
No, like, okay, like, I will say this, like, no offense against people who have autism, or I've met people who have autism.
You're kind of talking to one right now, so. Like, I definitely have, if I don't have it directly, I have most of the traits of it, so don't worry, you're not going to offend me.
Okay, yeah, so, well, I mean, like, you won't be offended by this one, like, okay, like, people compare her saying, like, oh, like, don't, like, you shouldn't really hate her, she's autistic or whatever, it's like, okay, but I've met autistic people who are not as vain and snobbish as Loot.
I don't even agree with that statement to begin with. You can't dislike her because she's autistic. You can dislike her for any reason you want. You're not obligated to like anybody in this world. But saying that you have to specifically be nice to them because of that is like, well, wouldn't that also be demeaning to a person saying you have to treat them with kid gloves and like them because they have this condition? Like, that's not respectful in the least.
Yeah, because I mean, even then, so it's like okay, like I said, there's people that I've known that have autism, but it's like they are still nice people and they're still capable of like doing like good things. Whereas for fucking Loot.
See, I definitely felt that trait more. Like, I think I know the traits you're referring to for Loot, which is like her thing of like, well, I'm a prodigy. I've studied all of these things. I'm clearly superior to you. That I believe would be closer to Asperger's syndrome, which is a form of it, where like probably you're insanely intelligent, but your social skills are in the fucking toilet.
You better not treat me differently. Well, I mean, if you don't piss me off, I won't piss you off either.
Exactly. Treat people the way you want to be treated. And then Estelle has that expert thing where she just drops that word, and I don't think the whole she gets people's names wrong thing is actually a part of that. I think that was just the writers trying to be quirky. I think if Estelle's on the spectrum in any capacity, it's her expert thing. She feels the need to interject that into every conversation. Like, she's never been told, we get it.
Yeah, that probably is it, especially too, like, whenever like she has like some sort of like obscure knowledge and just goes into all the details about it. It's like, okay,
that would be like hyperfixation into oversharing, which is another thing that I'm absolutely guilty of. Usually when I sit down, like, I don't know if you've got games like this, but when I play games like Stardew Valley, for example, I go hard. I play them for days, weeks, hours, whatever, and then I will just stop, and I won't play it again for weeks or months at a time. And I realize that's just a hyperfixation. And I think most people have games like that, but I don't think having that trait immediately means like, well, you're autistic. Enjoy. Life's gonna be rough, kid.
Not particularly. I don't know what the hell like the whole autistic portion of it comes from. I think it's like the way that I look at Lute is like, okay, she's just vain.
Yeah, I would say Lute is vain more than anything else, or she just doesn't understand social cues.
That might be it, but it's like, no, like, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, autism, whatever the hell you say, fine, whatever, I still see you as vain as hell.
Yeah, and again, I will die on this hill. You can't dislike them because they have X is the stupidest rationality in the world. I'll dislike you out of spite now, motherfucker.
You treat me like a dumbass?
Asperger's is previously used diagnosed on the autism spectrum as one of the 5. Okay, so yes, I was right. It is technically a classified form of it. I thought so.
Yeah. Yeah, like so, like for Estelle, though, like she gave me lube vibes off the bat. It's like, I don't want to deal with you. And I think even then, I've heard people say that she's just bad as well.
So my first playthrough, the expert thing in her opening cutscene was enough to be like, I'm not using this bitch. Period. But the whole first playthrough, people were like, her skill is really good. And I looked at it, I'm like, okay, I can see a lot of practical uses for this fucking skill. Like, kind of like with Ahmed,
right?
yeah, it's Dazzle. So you can just attack without being counterattacked. So like with Ahmed, I can pick a lot of engagements and be risky with it. But I still have to use Estelle to get it.
It's Dazzle. I used to referring to Razzle Dazzle with Rat and Dazzle.
Yep, that's totally fair. I honestly, as soon as you said Razzle, I knew exactly what you meant because those are two words that are like synonymous in my brain.
Dazzle. It's just Dazzle.
Yeah. So I get it, but it took me till like, I think my third playthrough before I ever gave Estelle a chance, and I'm like, son of a bitch, she's actually really good. But I also think that is
negative for COVID.
I'm glad Serenity. I think a lot of that is also her joining chapter where she joins you, where you have a lot of enemies that are not really that resistant to magic. And you kind of need all hands on deck in order to do anything. Like, I find Chapter 3 lives or dies by if A, I pick up the hunting bow in Chapter 2, and B, I haven't lost anyone yet. Because I need every single unit to perform a very specific task in order for me to succeed in Chapter 3. Runa needs to take the bottom left corner and just fucking kill things. Coulter needs to hit the bottom right and steal shit. Bodyman and like the pre-promotes need to take top right so they can kill the two bosses, and whoever is left takes top left.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. It's a, you know me. It was a little bit different from on my case since I was able to get the hunter's bow.
I just realized I should have saved this.
I think even then when I tried to use Estelle, I think she was okay, but I think the reason why I didn't really want to deal with Estelle is because, well, first cutscene, and I think even then she gave off loot vibes right off the bat.
Yeah, and having a character that just rubs you the wrong way immediately, either from a design standpoint or like their opening cutscene before you've gotten a chance to really get into them, that is a real thing. I didn't like Elmer more than any other reason because I don't like Scooby-Doo. And he is just Velma. So as soon as I saw him, I'm like, I don't like you because I don't like Scooby-Doo. And I always fight with people over this because they're like, why do you not like Scooby-Doo? And I'm like, I don't know, I thought it was fucking stupid.
No, I get what you mean too, because I think even then, like when looking back at Scooby-Doo, like original Scooby-Doo, is like, yeah, it's cheaply made and it's kind of the same thing over and over again.
I just wasn't a Hanna-Barbera kid.
That's true. Like, I mean, you have your own opinion about it. I could care less about Scooby-Doo.
And that's fair. And Jensen Ackles won't like it. Yeah, because Jensen Ackles was in that Scooby-Doo crossover and loved Scooby-Doo. I get it. I know. It's okay. He doesn't have to like me. He just has to let me do it. That's the difference.
I'll be right back and get something very quickly.
Yeah, go for it. You know, I actually don't remember what day it was I started this on, but I'm up to day 33 now. I have enough to buy the back room, but I'm so focused on like just keeping the conversations going that I haven't actually had time to like invest in the back room. I might do that probably during the next stream, I think.
What was that about the back room?
Oh, there's a back room I can buy to have stock go into, and I have had enough this whole stream to buy it.
You mean the back rooms?
No, not the back rooms. Solo, singular. I ain't going back there again. I streamed that game once, never again.
I feel like I should, but part of me kind of feels that like, what's
don't
so scary
play with
about this place?
headphones.
It's literally just like an empty place, and that's about it. I get why it's uncanny, but it's not that scary.
One of the things that was in, at least, like I think there's a few backroom games, so me saying I played it isn't really specific. But one of them, the one I played, had like other things in it, and one of the monsters, creatures, whatever they were, was like trying to kill me as a player because it was just emitting staticky screeching sounds. So don't play it with headphones if you're gonna play it. I want to play backrooms with you. You'd leave me there to die.
Well, I mean, there goes my ears then. I'll probably get tinnitus.
Oh yeah. Do you have that? Do you have that thing too, where you could fucking hear a TV static like 3 rooms away?
I don't know actually.
Like I can hear if like my brother's TV's on, even if it's making 0 sound, just because I can hear the static whine of it in the background.
No, I'm not too sure my ears are that sensitive.
I wish that was all it was. Sometimes I'll also just pick up on a fucking high frequency sound that will start quiet and then shoot up in pitch and then become deafening, and then just stop.
No, maybe it's because of all the metal concerts I've been to that just dampened my ears.
Oh, yeah, that possibly, because I've never been to a concert before, so I don't have that experience.
They're pretty fun. Just bring earplugs.
That's felt. I can't do it just now due to the social aspect of it. Like the crowds give me fucking anxiety. I can't even do like fucking transit anymore. But back when I was more of a
like.
Go ahead.
What do you mean by crowds?
So like if I go outside now, I get like the fucking feelings of just like it's so empty and fucking vast out here. It's freaking me out. But if I'm on like a train, I don't want anyone near me anymore. And I could do conventions. I could do conventions if I'm with people I know, because then when I start to freak out, I'm like, okay, no, I'm safe. I'm not by myself. You know, all these things are good. But I used to be fine. And that's the parts I miss. I used to be completely fine. I could go to conventions. I could go out myself. I used to fucking take the train halfway across the city for work every day. Can't do that shit no more.
I think I know what you mean about that one. Also kind of reminds me of like a time when this actually happened months ago when I went to go see a concert on my own because no one wasn't really like able to watch go to the concert with me. I did go alone, and I think even then they're like for the most part, or at least half of the time, yeah, when I was waiting in line for the venue to open, I did chat with people here and there. But then once I got into the venue and started watching the concert, I kind of was on my own and just enjoying myself. And
did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. See, that's really like I wasn't even when I was like more, I'm gonna just say normal or like less fucked up in the head. I didn't even like going to movies alone, but that wasn't having anything to do with like a mental thing. It was more like, to me, concerts, movies, shows, things like that for me are social events meant to make like memories with like friends or other people. Going by myself always just felt like I'm missing a crucial step for this. But I've also heard, like, my friend is a metalhead, and the concert she's been to, a lot of them she just goes to by herself. She's like, I like the same logic, but I like making that memory for me. And I'm like, oh, I never thought of it like that.
Yeah, especially too, like if you're just going to see a concert or at least a band that you really, really do like and you just enjoy, at least just seeing them perform live in person, just see like if they're doing good. And that's about it. Yeah.
So that's one of the things I love about like really the streaming platform in general is I get to hear other sides of these things that in my brain have always just operated like very binary, like yes, no, black, white, this or that. And then I get to hear other people's experiences, and I'm like, huh, I guess I don't have all these things figured out, and that's really uplifting. Because when you start to think like
a lot of people like tend to think in black and white nowadays.
They really do. They really do. And that's why people say like, oh, I don't like having discussions, or I don't like having like debates online with people because it's always an argument. It's like, well, it doesn't have to be. If the person you're debating with or talking to understands what the difference is between an opinion and a fact, it's fine. You can absolutely
Your opinion has to match mine. I'm superior here.
Exactly. Did I not close the fucking store? Why are you people still coming in? I closed the fucking store.
Game, and that other was like, I had to wait for the winner for that one, so I can at least challenge them to my game, and I can beat them with Exodia.
Exactly.
If I have it.
Actually, I wonder if Exodia is in any of these packs. I haven't seen it yet, but we did see some Blue Eyes earlier. So Serenity, I actually get that exact logic. When I worked for HMV, I stayed at stores I didn't even like, because at least I knew the crowds there and I knew the staff there. If I transferred, it could have been closer to home or a better job or better opportunities. But what if it wasn't? And then I'm screwed in a worse situation. So I would let inaction paralyze me out of making decisions, and it sucked.
All right. Actually,
I think we'll go for like another, I don't know, 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, this actually reminded me of something that I probably should have asked this before, as far as like, because I know this is a bit of a mod. I know I would assume there's other mods that would have all the cards be either Pokemon cards, Magic the Gathering cards, or anything like that.
Yep. I've seen mods for all of those. Monster Rancher has a few. Digimon had like 2. Pokemon and Magic are probably the next 2 big ones, and then there's some very obvious like, here's some cards with naked ladies on them.
Oh, good, hentai.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's just called like the waifu mod or something, but I'm pretty sure I can't stream that, so Yeah.
It's hard to okay, like I know I'm digressing about this one, but like, I would not be surprised like for this game if they had like what was it, like the Gamersub's V card shit that is popping up.
You mean like the V Sojo stuff? Like the VTuber stuff?
Yeah, like
there is an entire mod for like VSojo and like all the big popular VTuber characters.
Yeah,
there's a mod for that.
I'll be honest, I do go for Gamersubs, that sort of stuff. They actually have some good stuff in there. Apparently they're doing like a TCG version of VTubers. And it's like, okay, so you.
Oh wait! Are you talking about that company that does like the cups that have like the lewd anime girls on the cups and stuff like that?
Yep.
I have one of those cups. It had a Plague Doctor girl on it, so a friend got it for me because before I rebranded, my old streaming identity, the theme was Plague Doctors. So he saw this one with like
I should probably get one of those things or not, but
yeah. Well, my brother has like 5 of them and like 4 of the shirts, so whatever. There's no judgment in this house.
Okay. Well,
but
either way, apparently, Gamersubs, yeah, they're making their own TCG that's just based off of VTubers.
Okay, then I don't believe that's out yet, but I have little doubt in my mind that once it's out and people have scanned the assets, it'll be on here. There'll be a mod for it.
It'll be on here.
Yeah, almost no doubt in my mind. Like, I'll put it this way. The person I have running behind the counter is from a mod called the Sexy Workers mod, but she's the Safe for Work pack. The mod, she's supposed to be this character right here, because the mod author hasn't gotten the resources to change these yet. He only just got those. So these will be reflected on the next update, but yeah, this is who that's supposed to be.
Hey then.
Yeah. So I just changed the character out because, I mean, again, how do you attract gooners to your store? Boobs and ladies.
Why not?
Dude, I played in a gaming store, and I can tell you one thing. A bunch of smelly white dudes was not the way to get business going. That card store doesn't exist anymore, and I'll leave it to your imagination why that is. Cool, another nice pack.
Okay, we went a little bit off topic. So yeah, there are mods to this game, or there are mods to this game. Yeah, they can be based off of popular ones. Kind of wonder if someone has actually made a mod for the Fire Emblem TCG thing.
Weirdly enough, no. If there was, I would have actually gone with that, just to keep more of the Fire Emblem theme. Like, I have a personal connection to Yu-Gi-Oh, but I really, really like your idea of tying things to Fire Emblem when possible, because I have noticed, at least for my community, most of the people will generate towards Fire Emblem content in some capacity. Yeah. So if I want consistent people, and I don't want to say I have to play these or people won't watch. It's true sometimes, but I don't like having to face with that. So I do find the more consistent viewership comes from Fire Emblem content or things like that. That's why I felt so inspired when I saw your fucking it was the Bloodborne run. The Bloodborne run specifically was what tipped me off for it. I was like, oh my god, I could actually play other games I like.
Is the opposite, so good for you, man.
You found that the Bloodborne run didn't really do it for you?
No. Someone in your chat, like Lumerian Rose.
Oh, I see. Yeah. No, Serenity's here to be supported because I've known her for 20 years.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, Serenity knows what's up.
Yes. Yeah. There's a big difference between the general crowds that I met through streaming and the people that are here because they knew me before this and are just being awesome and supportive friends.
And yeah, I just want to hang out and watch us talk and joke around.
Well, I've said this before, but streaming for me is pretty much the current age equivalent of just sitting on the couch with your friends playing video games together.
Fair enough.
That's how I've always viewed it, and I like that because I used to do just exclusively YouTube videos back in the day. But that disconnect between hey, if you like this, post in the comments, and then having no comments ever get posted. And this time I can just I can talk to them in real time and get those answers right away. Oh yeah, and she's not wrong. She usually pops in, screams penis, and then departs. That is the Serenity way.
Penis. Okay.
It's not an exaggeration. She does that.
Yeah. I think with this game, I kind of thought that'd be the case. I do remember seeing in Tabletop Simulator that someone made a mod for the Fire Emblem TCG.
Yeah, Tabletop Simulator, from what I've been hearing, is insanely impressive. Apparently it's just really well made. You can play basically anything on it, which kind of blown away by.
Yeah, I mean, part of me wants to do that and like just play it on VR.
Yeah, well, the Fire Emblem TCG is basically been murdered by Heroes, hasn't it? That's what I've heard.
I think it might have, but I think even then, right now, Heroes is just having a lot of. I wouldn't say having a lot of issues, but I would not be surprised that like say
someone
next
was
book
talking
might be, like,
about it in. I think it was either Artie's stream or it was Sparky's stream, but someone was talking about Heroes recently, and they said that like a bunch of characters that are like, I think from Heroes specifically, like not from another game, but they're like the Heroes original characters, are getting like skins coming up, which is kind of like the nail in the coffin. Like we have so little faith in this that we're kind of doubling down on our own original OG characters do not steal, which is just sad.
That is true, yeah.
Penis, you say? Indeed, sir.
Penis. But I don't. Yeah, I mean, I kind of am expecting, I guess, Heroes to kind of end a little bit soon, because I think they're actually at the part where I think Ragnarok might happen soon, since it's just based off of Norse mythology.
Yeah. So you're thinking that Heroes might just like fucking bite the dust then fully?
Well, it might either bite the dust, or it's like it might just get into like another like version or like another story or whatever, like, or another mythology. Who knows?
Is there a way to like look up, like I know for some games you can look up like how profitable they are online and stuff like that, like how many people play them, average player base, etc., etc. Is there a way to do that for Fire Emblem Heroes? I'm actually a little bit curious how many people even play that fucking game.
I think there is. I forgot where, but the last one I saw a post of someone showing like the monthly profits or like the annual profits or the profits that like these gacha games have made. Fire Emblem was not on the list.
Interesting.
So it's like for like something like, what was it, like Zenless Zone Zero that actually had Dark Magician.
Hell yeah. Oh look, something you recognize.
Ooh, Dark Magician.
Oh, is that the Pikachu? Everyone's mom ever.
Is that the Pokemans?
Love in Deep Space was. Oh, ouch. So that's a game I've only ever heard you talk about, but even that was making more money than Heroes.
Oh, okay, yeah, even then, so there's that one. But yeah, like for like games like Zenless Zone Zero, or what was it, Honkai Star Rail, or I think.
So anything by Hoyoverse?
Well, yeah, like Hoyo is like one thing. I think even then there's like Nikkei or like what was it, Girls Frontline or whatever the hell. They're up in the ranks. I did not see Fire Emblem Heroes anywhere on the list.
I mean, I don't think I played Heroes since the first year, like when it was first dropped. And the only time I was ever tempted to even look at it again was when one of my friends messaged me and just like, it finally happened. Nephany is in the game. The only thing that almost got me was
early on in the game.
Was my girl Neph being added, and I'm like, nope, not doing it. Can't happen.
That was like way fucking early. Like what? Like book one, like book 1, book 2, or whatever the hell. Like this one is like what? Like book 8 or 9. It's fucking old.
I thankfully got out and didn't look back. If I hadn't, I probably would have spent money that I didn't have. So I'm very glad that wasn't the case. Where the fuck did they pick up that Kuriboh from?
I will say one thing about the game that it's making me slowly getting out of it is
have you actually been actively like spending money on it this whole time?
Not as much.
But you okay, well I wish you would have mentioned that before I proceeded to shit all over that. Now I feel bad.
I know how to spend my money, okay?
Yeah, well, you're a grown-ass man. The way I look at it is very similar to how like when my brother's like, oh, I'm gonna get this thing. It's like, dude, you work for a living. Like you pay your rent, you pay your bills. Spend money on whatever the fuck you want. You're a grown-ass man. If you want to buy something, fucking buy it.
I spend my money like reasonably. I pretty much like all the while I was like spending like putting like $100 on fucking Nikkei.
Oh, like does it bring you joy? Is that something that you? Then that's all that matters. Like that's how my friend used to rationalize buying a Hearthstone pack every day. He's like, I go to work, and if I don't buy a bottle of pop at work, and I come home, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna spend that like $3-4 on like an arena run of Hearthstone. And I'm like, you know what? That makes sense. Like that's valid.
I know I'm talking around. I was like, I'm willing to spend hundreds of dollars on Nikkei to see the jiggle physics.
That's less about being like addicted to something, and that's just being a guy. Because like guys have that thing in their brain that's like, I've seen X amount of women naked, but I gotta see the rest of them naked.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's I think that's like a fucking Ron White joke or something, but like it's so true.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
With like there's free porn. More than you could ever look at in your entire life if you had 20 lifetimes to look at it all, and people will still pay for it. And that's when you're like, that's why.
Yeah, but it's an anime girl that's in like a pink bunny girl outfit with pigtails that's wielding a machine gun.
I could type that into Google and probably find free porn of it right now. But there are still people who, despite that, would pay for it, and that's fine. As long as you don't let it consume you. Like that's literally it. As long as you don't let things like that consume you, and you're like, now I'm not paying rent so I can get this. Like that's when I draw the line at something. And I say this all the time. I love gambling, especially when it's like a game thing. But if I was in a casino, I have a system, which is I take money out when I go in. That's it.
I'll say one thing. I'm glad your partner, Miranda, gets the joke.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna use this opportunity to fucking like talk her up now. She's not the type that gets jealous over a 2D fictional character because she has a fucking working brain. But not only that, she's probably the best contributor to the waifu board that's on Discord. Most of the surplus of the great images are ones that she'll find and post. And those aren't even the best ones because she'll send me the best ones. Mm-hmm. So not only do I have a girl that will fucking not get jealous over 2D waifus, she will find me 2D waifus. And that is why she loves my favorite anime, so she's best girl.
Right, yeah.
Yep, she finds the porn, Serenity.
My girlfriend's a little bit the same thing too. She knows that if there's characters I like that are like 2Ds, like they're just characters or whatever.
Exactly. It's not saying like you're not enough for me, person who is flesh and blood and provides me with actual physical comfort. No, you're not the one that's the problem. Like I've dated that, and it's ridiculous and kind of insane.
Especially in my case too, that like me and my girlfriend have spent like so much time together, and we actually helped each other out for like such a long time. It was like, we know that like a 2D character is a 2D character. That's about it.
Yeah, and I get that some people have like that insecurity issue due to past trauma, and I am understanding and respectful of that. But when you start creating new problems for other people because of your own insecurities, you do have to take personal responsibility. I had an ex that was so jealous over absolutely nothing happening that if I was in the room with another friend who happened to be female, she would send me passive-aggressive text messages sitting beside me about how I should just go be with them because clearly they make me happier. I had to get rid of all of my female friends in a vain attempt to make her happy. And when that all blew up in my face anyway, I was very understanding when people were like, I'm not going to be your friend after that. And it's like, yeah, I kind of don't deserve it because I chose a very toxic person over our friendship and I deserve that. But some did come back and I love them. So
funny how we're talking about all this in a TCG like shop, although all three people are not done with their game, and one of them is
these guys are having a game. This guy's just like probably listening. Like I like to imagine, like I take this from the Game Grumps sometimes, but I like to imagine that everything we've been talking about has just been my character out loud having this conversation while these customers are shopping, and this guy is over here sitting here going like, I want to leave because I'm very uncomfortable, but like I have to pass it to get to the door, and I don't know what to do.
You, the one who's setting up right now. I need you to hear my life story.
You need to hear what you need to hear. It's my story, and I'll trauma dump if I fucking want to. Hold on. Oh, sorry. There. I'll trauma dump if I fucking want to.
Please, can I just go, sir?
Okay. Who am I making it? That one was Crystal, Serenity.
Sir, I just want to go back home.
Just leave. All right, I think we'll do this last day and then we'll probably end it from there. So, since we're getting close to the end here, did you have like any upcoming things you wanted to talk about? Like you said, you've got that fucking grade was shit. You said you got your vacation coming up. Like, are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I am. This pretty much I'm gonna go to Hawaii for the first time.
Yo, that's sick. Are you gonna take pictures?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, are you comfortable posting vacation pictures? I know some people are like, nope, don't see my face. You're not gonna see my face. But like, I would love to see pictures of Hawaii if you got pictures.
I mean, I might post a picture of myself at some point. Who knows?
I mean, Xander did a face reveal recently. Did you see that?
Yeah, he looks mid. He looks like a dork. He looks like a dork.
He actually looks like a guy I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh cards with like every Sunday, and I was just like, I can't not see it now. I look at him, I'm like, Tyler? Is that you? Bro, you know you just bought 3 of the exact same manga, right? Like, the story ain't changing. You know what? No refunds.
I need to see the little details. The print is off by 1 centimeter. If not, I'm going to take a picture of it, document it, and then...
I mean, I was just going to assume like certain copies of it were for fapping. So, I mean, you took a lot more detail into that than I did. Like, I bought 3 so I can ruin 2 and still have a good one after.
Shut up! I'm trying to enjoy my yaoi here.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna like ruin my own credibility online now. But for years, like over a decade, I did not know how to pronounce that word. Yaoi. I didn't. You want to know how I used to pronounce that? I thought it was yayo for like a decade. And it was like, so when someone finally fucking said it out loud, I'm like, oh my god, I'm an idiot. No one must know. And now I'm just now I'm stupid online for a job. If you go to Maui, I have a friend that works in the Maui airport security. I don't know if that would ever be relevant, but all right.
I mean, I am going to Maui, but I don't know if I'll run into the person, but...
Yes, look, I'm admitting it so you can laugh at me, all right? You may as well just run with that.
So whenever you hear the, what was it, the 4 kids,
the One Piece? Yes, that is exactly it. I thought of that word, and that's how I thought it was pronounced. And it was specifically because of the 4 kids, One Piece rap.
The 4 Piece is real.
Oh God. So what kind of things are you hoping to see in Hawaii? I know very little about it, but I do know it's like a premier destination hotspot for vacations.
So, part of it is going to be relaxing at the beach and, relaxing the resort. My girlfriend and I are actually going to do ATVs.
Oh, cool.
And I kind of thought like, we can probably try that because I know, she said that like, oh, I like to ride ATVs, for the most part. And I saw that, thought we can try that for the most part. And then,
are you doing anything ocean related, like diving or like any kind of boat things?
We are going to go to the beach, and then we are going to take like a sailboat out to the ocean at some point. So there's that one. We were going to do, I think it was at Haleakala Sunrise, where you go up to the mountaintop and you actually see the sunrise, from, rise up.
Ooh,
but that got canceled.
Why?
I think, let me get my messages up. I think part of it was that, there weren't a lot of people coming in.
Oh, so like there was like a minimum threshold for like them to arrange a trip. So because of that.
So the thing is that no other availabilities with other companies for the day and the rest of the other days and nights. So we got refunded for it.
Okay, well at least they gave you your refund. It does suck, but like, I mean, this is gonna be a really poor comparison, but I do see that as a lot like when people go like, oh, I'm going to a convention to meet this specific person, and then they fucking cancel, which happens like clockwork around here. I've heard that like sometimes those refunds are not as simple as they fucking should be, so I am at least glad to hear that you are getting that. Be careful of tiger sharks. Don't get eaten by a shark.
I guess I don't have to wake up early then.
Yeah, that's true. There's a silver lining there. That reminds me of like that image. It's like this person just like sipping a glass of wine in a blanket, and it says introverts when their plans spontaneously get canceled. I'm like, goody. Yeah. Oh, I didn't want to put on pants anyway.
Finally, I get to stay inside and wear my underwear all day long.
I mean, you joke, but if you don't have a job, the propensity of you wearing pants is only existing when you have roommates. If my computer wasn't out of my bedroom, I would probably not be wearing pants most days.
Probably.
Dance with the enemy.
So I guess instead of the Haleakala sunrise, we're just gonna go to Hana. We're gonna go to the we're just gonna go to like the national park over there.
Are they gonna have any of those like the I don't know what the actual name would be, but like the festivals where like the people do like the fire spinning and like the dancing and stuff like that? Is that gonna be a thing?
You mean a luau?
Oh yes, yeah, luau. Wow, that totally has a fucking really obvious name, and I didn't think about it. Okay, cool. That would be awesome. I've heard the food is also like really, really good.
So I mean, like, I think you also, not too sure if you know about was it Poke?
Like the food?
Yeah, like not the little candy bar stick thing, but like Poke as in like
okay. That's what I was thinking, so please clarify.
It's not Poke meat, it's not Pokemon meat.
Well, I didn't think that. I was thinking of the fucking candy stick thing that anime nerds like, which I am one of the few people who doesn't like it. So I lose credibility again.
Pokeballs, like, oh god, that actually made it worse. Poke bowls. It literally is just sushi in a bowl, and that's about it.
Right, I have heard of that before. Okay, I thought it sounded like vaguely familiar, but like, okay.
Okay, Pocky, I'm getting that right. So that's how it's supposed to... So that's how it's supposed to be pronounced.
I mean, to be fair, I also pronounce the stick candy things as Pocky as well, so I think you were kind of screwed no matter how you chose to go down that road. But is that a Hawaiian dish?
I'm eating Pokemon balls, okay?
Well, I mean, beware the Voltorbs. They're ball-shaped and also explode.
Oh. So yeah, it's that one, and then I think that's about it.
Okay. Well, I mean, hell, just getting out of the fucking country with your loved one is like already gonna be a fucking blast. Like, that's like life's about those experiences, and sharing that with your girlfriend is going to be fucking insane. Like, that's gonna be great. Are you going with anyone else, or is it just the two of you?
It's gonna be us, her parents, and then her sister. Okay,
so you also get some quality family time too. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I mean, that's kind of like the idea of it, and then yeah, I'll enjoy Hawaii like how it is.
Mm-hmm. How long you got for?
About like 5 days. We're gonna go on Wednesday. We're gonna return on Memorial Day.
Okay, and just for chat's clarification, what is your home address and what days you'll be gone?
Sure, yeah. I'm from 111 Norway.
Oh, 123 Fake Street. I know that place. Just set up like a series of Home Alone traps to go off when you're gone. It's like, yeah, I need your heaviest paint cans and rope. What's your social?
I'm getting a ton of bricks. I can just like chuck them at your head.
Oh god. You know, I think this is gonna be like the stupidest thing to end this stream on. Is this topic? But like, you go back and watch those movies. There's no way in hell those criminals should have survived. You ever tried taking a brick to the head from any distance? Like, if you dropped a brick on someone from just, I don't know, a foot up, it would basically kill them or knock them out. He threw them off a roof.
Okay, so I'm not too sure if you like watch this guy's stuff like Nostalgia Critic or Doug Walker or whatever.
I am very familiar with Nostalgia Critic. Okay, yeah, he was one of my biggest inspirations. Him and Spoonie were my inspirations for reviewing.
Okay, when they saw Home Alone, or they rewatched Home Alone live or whatever, when Rob, saw that happen, he's like, oh god, there goes his brain.
Yeah, or like there's that scene in 2 where he gets electrocuted and like for a second you see his fucking skeleton. Like, bro's dead.
No, that guy should be dead. Marv should be fucking dead.
Yeah, Harry gets set on fire, I think, in 2 different movies. Honestly, it's
a fucking skeleton at that point too.
It's so minor, but one of the ones that always just like makes me go, huh, whenever I rewatch Home Alone during like Christmas time is when he fucking steps on the nail.
Oh yeah,
that makes me just cringe so hard, even though like there's so much worse in those movies, but that's the one that gets me every time.
Like, so this actually reminds me of like another movie too, like since we're kind of going in this direction, like,
yeah,
like for Christmas movies, I'm not too sure if you heard of Violent Night.
Is that the new one that just came out with David Harborough as like fucking Santa kicking ass or something, or am I thinking of a different movie?
Let me take a look at the actors. Yeah, David Harborough.
Okay, yes, I wanted to see that because it actually looked really good.
It is fucking good.
Okay, all right, so I should watch it then.
Like, reference to it, and if you question like how are these guys surviving these traps, the Violent Night answers the question.
Gotcha. All right. So, again, I'm a bit squeamish when it comes to movies. How bloody is it? Like, how much blood do you physically see? So I can adjust my expectations.
It's pretty damn bloody.
On a scale of Nightmare on Elm Street to Hellraiser, how gory is it? Trying to see if my little bitch radar is going to go off here.
So it's bloody, but it's not super gory like Hellraiser, so don't worry about that.
Okay, all right. I think I could probably toughen it. Like my horror movie of choice is The Thing. Like John Carpenter's The Thing. So atmosphere, build up.
It doesn't go to that levels of gory. It's just blood. That's it.
Okay, yeah, I think I could probably tough it out there. Not be a little bitch about it. Why did I just look at chat and I just saw it in all cap, or just saw it stalk me with like 3 exclamation points? I don't know. That's typical chat. Pick another number between 1 and 30 before we go.
20.
20. That's not the right one. Deco poster 20 is this one. Oh, this one's actually like
more lewd.
This one's actually not that lewd. I don't remember which.
Fine.
I don't remember which archetype this is. Oh, well, that's not the right way. Hey, rotate. No, not rotate. Flip. There we go. Okay. Yeah, see, that one's not lewd.
It'll do.
Probably a good thing that one's not lewd. I don't want to end up on a list again.
As if we already haven't.
I said again. Yeah, so I think the next stream, which should be tomorrow if everything goes according, should be Artie. I will open up the back room. Not the back rooms, just the one. It's over here. See? Nothing sinister going on in there. Except for the fact that they sold me a store with no key to this fucking door. That's cool. And I will begin building a storage room. I don't know why that's exciting, but it is.
Yay.
Yay. So did you have anything you wanted to close out on there, Mr. Berserker?
I guess not so much. I mean, if you guys are kind of curious about my stuff, you can always take a look at, my own channel. It's on YouTube.
I have the link posted on Discord, but I'm going to grab it and also post it in chat right now. I forgot you sent me a fucking JoJo thing. And as soon as I alt-tabbed over, it was just fucking Dio just grinning at me. So here's Berserker's YouTube channel. Give him a follow. He does good Fire Emblem work, and also just like really creative, like not Fire Emblem, but Fire Emblem adjacent challenge run videos. Plus, he actually takes time to edit his own fucking compilations, which is always a pain in the ass to do. And he's a pretty fucking solid artist.
Yeah, so if you want to check it out, feel free to do so. I make a lot of funny stuff, and
he does. He also yells at video games like I do, which is also fun. But if you're in his streams, don't be a dick, because he already has the dick quota filled by Xander.
Yeah, just don't be like Xander.
Don't be Xander. Just like a big poster on the wall that's like, see this guy? Be the opposite of this guy.
I'll say this one thing too, that I think at one point, like, Xander pissed me off at some point that I had to mute him for some time.
I have considered doing that to people in the past, but I always feel like so bad. Even if they like do something and I'm like, I'm legitimately not okay with that. I just like, I don't like bringing the hammer down. But thankfully, I have serenity for that.
I just muted him for like about an hour or two, and that's about it. And he comes back.
Fair. Yeah, of course. Yeah, see, I don't like being the bad guy, so I have a mod for that, and she likes swinging the band hammer with reckless abandon.
Yeah. All right. I forgot to ask a little bit, on your end too. Cause I know you're doing this one. I know you're doing Dark Souls, but any other plans you have, like?
I guess I can. So I was actually supposed to do the Hag in White before I did Dark Souls 2. I just got really into the Dark Souls challenge, so I was like, fuck it, doing this next. I kind of slowly regret that because DS2 is slowly chipping away at my patience. But besides that, I do kind of miss doing my sleepy time streams where I would just pick an old nostalgic game and play through it while like I got tired. So I could just ramble because my sleeping meds don't always work as intended. So I do miss doing those. I want to do a couple more of those. The next time that Miranda is over physically, we are going to be doing Untitled Goose Game because she grabbed a copy of that for me the other day. And it's going to be great because neither of us have played it.
Have fun with that one.
Oh, I've seen videos, and I am looking forward to it. And we also have to continue our playthrough of Chrono Trigger soon, which is going to be probably sometime this week or next.
That one I'm gonna have to play on my own too.
Oh, it's so good. I highly recommend it. Definitely, like, so be aware it's one of those games that if you haven't played it before and you're doing like a blind playthrough, people will absolutely try to fucking push their opinions on you, like Undertale style. So you're gonna have to tune that out because they're like, it just, people get so excited about the game. And with good reason. It's a great game.
I mean, like, for Chrono Trigger, I'm just gonna play on my own, not on my stream, not on my channel.
Yeah, just do that
on my own. That's it, and just form my opinion through there.
Then you will have a great time, I promise. If I can make any suggestion, I would say either play the DS version or the version I think that's on Steam, because it gives you all the benefits of the PlayStation with none of the slowdown.
So I do have it on Steam. It's just there's a bunch of other games that kind of get in the way. It's like, damn it, I want to play those games now.
Yeah. I'm kind of low-key glad that I did Hollow Knight when I did, because apparently they dropped the release date for Silk Song, so now I don't have to replay it again first. So
yeah,
we shall see. But I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Turn off the light, close the door for the night, and we're going to call it there. So thank you so much, Berserker, for joining me on this.
Hey, thanks for inviting me, man.
Absolutely, I had a lot of fun with this. It's nice to get in chat without having to go, Xander, stop doing that every 5 minutes. You know, we shit on him, but it's because we love him. You guys have yourselves a wonderful rest of your night. Take care of yourselves. Remember that you matter, that you are loved, that you are valued. And, you know, beware of those devil axes. They a bitch.
Or use them.
Or use them, you know. Who am I to tell you? You know what? Drive safely, but if you don't, drive recklessly and make the news.
Use them for demolition.
Do it.